Yeah.
To the
Now
next
you're doing it
episode
live.
of Reditus. Were you actually ripping a pack at the beginning of the episode?
No, you started the episode while I was ripping a pack.
No.
Hey.
It's
Countdown
not like
and
we have a
everything.
countdown. Yeah.
All right. I will get into the recap in just a second while we watch Corey rip a pack.
Is that
Which you can't
Pokey
see
Corey?
because of the
I
background.
can't. There we go.
Mhm.
You'll rip me in Alakazam.
Oh, how exciting. Oh, amazing. It's a cartoon on a card. Yay.
Wow.
But it's the artwork
I know.
Wow.
that I can't
I'm
see.
just trying to downplay it because we're supposed to be playing.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's
is
a little
that?
bit.
What is it?
Regidrago V, full art. Nice.
Dragon
Like-
Ball Z.
Is that
Oh
good?
man, that would have been
Probably like
that would have been good for a video.
All right.
Where's
All
all
right.
my characters?
It's on video.
Those of you that aren't interested
For more
in
of that,
Pokemon,
head over to Pokey Corey. YouTube.
here on YouTube,
Bro, plugging his own
link in the
channel.
comments. So yes,
Is it
guys,
there?
welcome back to the next episode of Reditus. Let's do a recap so we can get into this and see what's going on next. Last week was episode 83. Gonna do a little bit longer recap because a lot happened. During his meeting with Demandrum, Darius learned that Arrowkeen had begun constructing a device at the location of Khaled's tree in the Fae. A matching structure must be built at the same location on the mortal plane, requiring rare materials. To fund this effort, Bornman has been sent away on a mission to acquire the necessary resources. Demandrum also revealed that Radagon, the agent who will pass information about Paradon, works for Magnus, but he also serves the Faeforged, making him trustworthy for now. He added that Mastos may be capable of far greater power, but his divided loyalties between his two lives are holding him back. Meanwhile, Jak and Trey spend time fishing, discovering rumors of a massive fish named Aster lurking beneath the waters. Trey caught fewer but larger fish by patiently waiting for stronger bites, while Jak pulled up many small ones by reacting quickly to every tug. Later, the two sparred at the barracks. Though Jak opened with a devastating range attack, using Dana's bow, Trey closed the distance with his help from his echo and ultimately defeated him. Elsewhere, Elion continued documenting the day's events before sketching Cam. During this, Kira appeared before him, shifting forms into Thalor and then to Riven, chastising him for weakness and claiming that they have always protected him. Terrified for insanity, Elion clutched his book and fell asleep. Hours later, he awoke to find a message written in his journal, one he had not written, that said only 4 more. At the Stella Shrine, Mastos drifted off into another vision, found himself within Demandrum's lair. Demandrum criticized Mastos for failing to seek guidance from his new god Mundus or from Demandrum himself. Despite once being a great leader, Lapidus was no longer to be seen. During the conversation, Juranik arrived with news. He had located the Fey trees of Shantra and Gortith, and with time, Demandrum could determine their corresponding locations on the mortal plane. Back at the triples, Darius, Jak, and Trey discussed the group's next move. Darius also sent a message to Dana, hoping to confirm the location of the Keepers, letting her know that Jak missed her. As preparation began to leave Arrokan and travel through the night, Mastos met with Elion in the Sims, openly questioning the choices he had made, especially taking the seed. The conversation was interrupted when Ligo appeared at the doorway. He said, "I couldn't ask them questions. They were all dead. You should probably see for yourself." Black tendrils extended from Ligo's suit, wrapping around Mastos. In an instant, they both vanished. We'll be right back to see what they do next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Heartless, forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, the shadows wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, standing strong. Kings awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
All right, welcome back, everybody. To catch you up, Mastos.
That's me.
After this discussion with Elion, turning around, seeing a Lego, see these words to you, and these black tendrils stretch out from his suit, disappear. You feel this crushing feeling. It almost feels like the entirety of the ground is pushing down upon every single muscle in your body. You hear this rushing sound, almost sounds like wind. And then after a few seconds, you feel the pressure leave you. And as you kind of open your eyes and you start blinking, going from blackness to bright, you look around and you see a familiar place. You see the central, what you would call town square. You see the 3 large buildings of your village, one to the north, one to the east, one to the west. But you see buildings burnt. You see charred wood. You don't see anybody around as Ligo stands to your left, just smiling. And you notice that there's a black tendril stretching from his left arm that is still connected to your back. Well, what happened here? Do you even know?
I'm just like in awe because I know where I am, but it's burned.
Oh yes, they're all quite dead. Did you want to see? There's some in there. He starts
And I
walking
look to where
over
he's
towards. Yeah, he starts walking over towards the buildings.
Do I recognize that specific building he's walking towards?
You know that this main central building is kind of what you would say would be like the town hall, where all of the communal gatherings, the large feasts, anytime that there was anything large, it was all done in this town hall. Not quite a church, but a familiar feeling to that.
I follow Lego in a daze.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk up, you kind of see him almost skipping along as he walks towards the steps and up, and you can see a huge hole burnt out on the left-hand side of this building. You can see into the back. You can see the back wall to the other side. You see some of the handrails. You see burning up the side of it. As he walks in the doorway, the door's completely torn off. And as you get a little bit closer, you can see blood stain on the wood on the floor as you start to crest the doorway. As you kind of take a look in, you start to see the pews scattered everywhere. You see dried blood scattered in. You see bone pieces and fragments and dust just scattered all over. You can see within this a couple of skulls, 2 or 3 skulls kind of scattered, confirming that these are definitely humanoid of some description in here.
And does it look like they were burnt to or is this skeleton just a skeleton because it's been a long time?
Roll perception.
I can do that. Sorry, 2 dice are in one spot. They were being naughty. Ew, that's a 5 on the dice, but I have +8, so 13.
13. So you do notice there is charring on some of the bones. You also notice that some of this dried blood is also on the ceiling. So there seems to be a mixture of fire and some type of other attack that would spray blood.
I wonder what that could have been.
Well, why don't you ask him? Can't you speak to these people? And he points out to one of the skulls.
I can only speak with animals and plants and living and.
But you're a druid, aren't you? Don't you have special magics that let you speak to the dead, etc., etc.?
I've never had to use it.
Oh, well, what a waste of my time. You can't even speak to them? Oh, how are we going to figure out what happened then? There are more dead bodies. Would that help? We go look at them? Or would you get too sad?
I don't even know what happened here.
That's what I want to know. It's got to be quite exciting for this much of destruction.
You don't know either?
Oh, I wasn't here. How would I know?
How long has it been like this?
Well, I don't know. I just got here, didn't I? When was the last time you were here?
And it was like 200 and something years ago, right?
Like 75.
75. So, oh yeah. 75 years. It's
kind of
a lifetime.
75, carry the 2, minus 4. 4 now. Definitely since then, I think.
Show me more.
Oh, of course. Follow me. He starts walking out, and you feel like this tug on your back as these tendrils still attached to his arm kind of pull you along from behind.
As we're walking, I'm looking to see what happened here. Try to piece together, was their starting point? Was there more destruction in one area? Was there more fire or more blood in one area? Does it seem like everyone was there? Was there a battle here? Was it just my people?
Roll an investigation for me.
Oh, that's just 8 on the die with a +1, so 9.
Nice. So you can't tell based on here if this was sort of where a fight originated or where it ended. You can tell based on kind of what you see, boat fragments and stuff around. You're guessing maybe a dozen bodies. Maybe you're not really sure. What you do know is that there's when you left here, there was definitely more than that. There was close to maybe 50 to 60 people that were living there, and that was what, 2 generations ago. So you expected a lot more people to be here than just what's in this room.
I'll just keep following him.
Yeah, so as he takes you out and he kind of looks to the right as you exit the door, and you get the glimpse now, you can see the top of your tree kind of cresting from your view at the top of the building to the west. He's like, I guess we should check that out. Or do you want to go with the big pool of blood?
I am just staring at my tree.
It is black. There is no leaves. There is no life. There is no birds. It is a black husk of a tree.
I will turn away from Lego and just walk silently to my tree, staring at it.
Yeah, as you walk silently, you kind of look to your right. You see that Lego kind of looks like he's not moving, but you kind of glance down and you can see the black tendrils stretching from the bottom of his suit, almost like extended gangly legs that kind of carry him forwards as he moves, just staring at the tree as you're walking towards it. It's about 500 yards away, so you keep walking towards it. As you glance around, you do see burn marks on the other buildings. You look behind to the south, what would lead to what you know would be the docks, where the ship used to come and try to get people to go to the tournament. Down that way, you do see blood trails down there, dried, soaked in. Roll a medicine for me as you're walking through here.
Oh, there you go. 16 plus 4. Ooh, dirty 20.
Awesome. So yeah, as you're walking through and you're trying to piece this all together and grasp what happened, these blood stains and the dryness of this, you're guessing that this is probably a week to maybe 10 days old, that this has been soaked in here. But you do see out here that outside of the buildings, you don't really see any bodies. You see some blood, some scorching, but you haven't noticed bodies outside of the buildings. But you continue going towards your tree, and Lego says, oh, all the other bodies are kind of up there by the big pool of blood. And he points up, and you see way to the northwest, you can see the cliff. You remember there's a waterfall there. There's a pool, a large pool of water where all the kids kind of used to swim in and take their baths. He points up to that direction, which is way further northwest than the tree itself. But you're about 100 yards away from the tree. As you get a little bit closer, you can see the tree how you remember it, but just blackened. The ground around it, standing out maybe about 100 yards, the very ground itself is just black and dust. As you get closer, and the pod, as you get closer, you can see the pod that latches onto the bottom of the tree, giving you life and you believe healing that baby that was once in it is just hollow and black.
I stand there in awe. My my tree.
It's just a tree, isn't it? There's plenty more. Look, there's plenty over there.
That was my way home.
Wow, there's many ways to get many places, trust me.
That was my home. I came from that.
Well, good thing you got out when you did, eh?
I'll walk up to the tree and approach to investigate the inside.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
Ooh. 15, so 16.
As you get a little bit closer and you kind of start looking around in the black husk of the kind of the pod, you don't see anything that grabs your attention, but as you look up, you notice the east side of the trunk of this tree. It looks different. It looks not right. And you start to see there's a difference in coloration from the tree trunk to parts of it. And as you kind of like take a few steps back and move around to the side and look, and you can see this form of a charred skeleton burnt into the tree. These hands kind of grasped and head down as the skull is kind of inserted into the tree. And you can see holding some type of large stick or something, skeleton.
Do I recognize the stick?
It
as
is
something.
It's covered in black char right now. So you would have to kind of like brush it off, clean it off.
Yeah. I go to brush it off.
Okay. Yeah, so you start to brush off the black stick, and as you do, the top of it, you brush it off, you start to notice immediately the carvings of binding trees on the top. And you recognize that this was the staff that was carried by the village elder that was once a very powerful druid before magic was removed and continued to teach the druid ways. He was the leader of this island. You realize that this is the staff that he carried with him at all times.
Mastos drops to his knees. Doesn't cry, doesn't wail, doesn't, just stares.
What's the matter? Did you know this man?
Know him. He was like a father to me. He is our leader.
Well, he doesn't seem much use to us now. Perhaps we go see if there's anybody else around. Are we all done? Do you want to leave? You look very distressed. Maybe we should leave. We should leave.
I need to find out what happened here. And I'll grab onto his staff and pick myself up. And put my hand over his. I'm sorry. I'll do better. And I will take the staff. Or attempt to take the staff.
Yeah. So as you start to try and take the staff away, and you kind of have your hands on his as you try to delicately pull it, you're not certain, but pretty sure you'll almost feel the fingers release the staff. Just ever so slightly a release, and you feel the staff come away with next to no resistance from the village elder as you have the staff of woodlands in your hands.
Dear. Show me what happened to the village. The people of the
Well,
village.
I don't know if it's everyone, but I would hazard to guess that it's quite a few. You seem a little bit distressed, though. Are you sure you can handle this? I don't want you breaking down on me.
I'll grip the staff. I'm fine.
Okay. And he starts to move forwards, kind of like bouncing back and forwards, almost like a giant spider as it kind of carries his body with these tendrils coming out the bottom, yanking you forwards and kind of lifting you off the air. This one large tendril that's stuck into you has you about 15 foot in the air, carrying you forwards as you guys move through over trees, over rocks, over bushes, as you move closer and closer to what you know to be the waterfall in the northwest corner. As you get closer, the crystal clear water running from the top is deep red in color. And as you get closer, as you look to the top, knowing that that's where you used to jump off, and the kids would gather and take turns to see who could do the best dive off the top. Instead of this straight cliff, you see a huge mound. A black mound at the top. Moving along. Are you sure you're going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay, hang on then. He goes faster, and as it almost pulls you towards, you see him latch on the tendrils, shifting from below him straight ahead, grabbing onto the wall of the cliff. Climbing up. As you look to the left, you can see down. Now the pool is completely deep red. You can see blood in the pool slowly moving a circular motion. As you look, you see this blood pouring down where water once was. And to the left and right of this, you see blood coming from the pool below, traveling upwards, up the side of the cliff and into the mound above. He spins around and kind of pulls you up as you kind of dangle 10 feet. He lets you sit down to the ground as you look at a mound of corpses. You see the blood pouring out of the corpses into the pool below, coming up the cliff, feeding into the corpses again. A cycle of death and blood. Oh, are you sure you can't talk to one of these? I really want to know what happened. It looks very interesting.
I can't talk to these.
Ugh. Fine. Why don't you pick one? And I'll let you talk to one. How does that sound?
I look at Leo. You can do that?
I don't like to, but if I need to, I can do certain things with this. And he kind of starts moving around. You see like little hands forming out of the suit and coming back in and waving at you and then doing little hand signals.
I ignore those on the outside, but inside me is like giggling. I'm stoic. And I will pick one of them. I'm gonna look for another elder. Maybe not, maybe his assistant.
Yeah.
The elder's assistant or
Yeah, so looking at this mound, as you kind of clear your senses a little bit after being so shocked at what you're seeing, you can see that these corpses look almost fresh. You can see full features, you can see full bodies, their bodies seem to be intact. Whatever cycle of magics that's happening here is almost refreshing the life within and draining it out. So you can very much tell individual faces within here. You don't know these people. You do recognize the vestments of the second elder that is at the very top of the pile that has this rod pierced through his chest. So you would see that he would be the closest to the elder itself.
and I look at Lego and I say, this one.
Okay, well, this is going to be quite uncomfortable. It's a little bit of a strange technique that I have to do. Are you sure that you can handle it? You are not going to be too scared?
I grip the staff and I say, I will be fine.
Okay, well, you only get 3 questions. And I assume, unless he really doesn't like you, he may answer them.
3 will do.
Okay, then. And you see him bring out his hands and kind of like twiddle his hands. You can see here these massive 2-inch long, almost looks like black steel nails coming out of the front of his fingers. Here we go, then. And he thrusts out his hands, and the black tendrils wrap completely around your head. Blackness ensues. You cannot see or hear anything. As what you don't see is Lego reaching out his other hand as it wraps around the individual that you pointed out to him. And you hear this muffled, "Okay, ask your questions."
What happened to the people in the village?
Seconds go by. You feel this warm, almost stickiness start to kind of almost pour over your head. You feel it slowly kind of creeping down. Blackness, no sound. Your mind. Paradon, something happened. He couldn't be stopped. Fire and blood.
And just so I'm not meddling, I still don't know who Paradon is.
No, I think the group did explain they believe Paradon is. Yeah, because you had the vision, you seen him, and then they connected the dots.
Yeah.
So you believe that you know who he is.
Okay. I just couldn't remember if I was with either Darius or Elion when they explained it.
Yeah.
What did the village try to do with Paradon?
We only showed him love and kindness. Something changed. He was always filled with anger and wicked dreams, but always held them at bay. One day, something happened. Anger, pain, and blood. He could not be stopped.
What happened to my tree?
Without the power of the seed to continue to give life to the tree gave all its life to save Paradon.
So my tree lives on within Paradon.
Get no response.
I was kidded.
You feel this sticky, warm feeling start to recede from your chin, up your cheeks, top of your head, and bright light as Lego flicks his hands back. Oh, what did he say? What did he say? Fill me in.
Can you give me the ability to do that?
Absolutely not. It's something you have to learn by yourself. Many years of practice, I must say. Well, it's actually what I'm wearing, but it's the one who uses it. It's not the tool. It's the tool. It's the user. Of course.
And I kind of like I like look at the staff. I'm like, I understand. It's not the tool. It's a tool.
Exactly. Roll a perception check.
Ooh, that is 18. Sorry, no, 19. That is a bad dice to read with. Hold on, gotta fix my light. Yeah, there we go. So that's a 26 with perception.
Awesome.
Sorry, 27 with perception.
Amazing. So as you're having this conversation with Lego, you hear down below in the pool, you hear what was a gentle, rhythmic kind of slow motion with the blood below. You hear it now starting to rush. What do you do?
I attempt to. It's not deep enough for me to dive in.
Well, you're at the top of the cliff right now, so you know it is deep. But I used to dive in this pool.
Dive
all the
off
time.
it,
You know how
yeah,
deep it is. You know that it is. Sorry, you don't know how deep it is, but you know it is deep enough to dive.
I will dive off of it. Look over the edge. Look at Lego. Whee!
You're diving off the cliff into the pool of blood. Just to clarify,
Oh yeah, it's all bloody, right?
it's not water; it's all blood.
Yeah, it's all blood. No, I'll look over the edge first.
As you look over the edge, you see the blood at the bottom turning. As it's starting to turn, you see it start to rise cylindrically. And as it does, about 10, 15 feet up, it starts to move together. Comes to connect in the middle and starts to sprout out, and a shape starts to form. You start to see this female form start to rise up, moving in completely made of this liquid blood. As you see this kind of what would be hair kind of flowing back, what simulates a dress kind of dangling down and almost turning around and fluttering up, but yet its blood drips off, spraying to the side as she turns. What are you doing? They are mine. You're not supposed to be here.
It's like a great fairy fountain of blood. They're not yours. They're my villagers.
Oh,
My
not
family.
anymore. No, they're my family. And perhaps then you should be too. You feel yourself be yanked back. Blackness. As this arm filled of blood stretching towards you, you feel the pull of the tendril at your back pull you backwards.
Yoink.
Elion,
Yeah.
you see Lego immediately yank Mastos from the doorway, completely disappear. What do you do?
I gasp. And I send a message out to Mastos, I guess. To see if I get any response. Mastos, are you okay? Where did you go? Are you near? I will run over to the door as I'm sending this message and kind of look outside.
Okay. Yeah, as you send this message and you kind of run to the door and you look out, you can see a couple of people walking around. It's a little bit darker. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. You see a couple of people walking around. You see in the distance across a couple of the platforms, you see Darius over there, but you see no signs of Mastos and no response to your message.
I see Darius?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll yell out, Darius, quick!
I'm going to cast message at him. What's going on?
Would Darius have seen anything from outside?
Nope. He's too far away.
So someone took Mastos. I don't know. I haven't seen Lego before, right?
You did whenever, yeah, you guys were walking from the tavern when you guys seen the metal box and stuff with the muscular guy. Lego appeared, talked to Jak, and Jak asked him to go find out what happened at the island.
Right.
Yeah.
That person Jack was speaking to, Lego. He took Mastos.
Took him where?
I don't know. He was here, and then these tendrils shot out of him and pulled him through the door. But that was merely seconds ago. I don't think he's here anymore.
Oh, shit. All right, stand by.
Right.
I am still walking towards him, but obviously I can't keep.
I will. What will I do? I will cast Detect Magic. See if I can see anything in the doorway or any clues onto what just happened.
Okay. Yeah, as you send your detect magic spell and then quickly glance around, it's interesting. You don't necessarily see an entity of magic, but you see what's left over, and you can actually see a visual representation of Lego with arms stretched and a smile. You can see the tendrils wrapped around Mastos, and it almost looks like they're just held in place. Just a magical representation of that, and that image is just steady, unmoving.
Mastos' face like this.
I'm gonna kind of reach out, almost like inquisitively, because I've not seen this sort of reconstruction before, and I'm gonna try to just kind of like touch the magic to see if I affected it all or gain any other information.
Yeah, you you touch it with your fingers, and almost like an illusion, your hand just passes through. Magic unmoving, unshifting. You feel no sensation from it.
And can I gather what kind of magic is being used? School of Magic?
You can determine that this is some type of divine magic. Magic only used by the gods themselves.
So I would start sprinting towards where Elion was, so I don't know how long it would take me to get there.
Yeah, just about like 20 seconds as he kind of like studies this thing.
So as I arrive. Sorry, I'm eating. Okay, well, he did pull Jak into another place, so maybe it's something to do with that. He did just go check on the Druids that Mastos came from. So perhaps it's related to that somehow.
Right. Do you see this here? Can you see what I see?
I assume you're just saying like right in front of you?
Yeah, as I'm kind of reaching my hand out.
Yeah, and I don't see it, right?
Nope.
Yeah. The wall or window or
No, residual magic. I can see it. It's here. It's
have you always been able to see it?
not like this. I've been able to search it out, see remnants, but this is different. It's as I'm like tracing my fingers along like the magic tendrils. It's almost a moment frozen in time. I see Mastos and the figure that took him, these long tendrils frozen here.
Yeah, I definitely don't see that. Sorry.
Right. Sorry. give me a moment, and I'm gonna sit down in the middle of the floor, and I'm gonna start sketching what I see.
Okay. Yeah, roll a performance for me.
12 plus performance 3, 15.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you start frantically kind of sketching away, trying to get as much detail as you can. Working on what you believe to be a very good representation of what you're seeing. While he's doing this, Darius, do you want to do anything specific?
I mean, I can reach out if you want. I'm not entirely concerned, to be honest. Ligo is, I would say, trustworthy, albeit a little chaotic. But I don't know. Do you want me to send him a message and see what the hell's going on?
And I kind of like, I'm scribbling, and I kind of just put my finger up for a moment.
Sure. And I just lean against the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And against this, Elion's trying to get every single detail that he can down on the page. And at this time as well, Jak and Trey, you guys have headed east through the village, heading towards the general store, I believe, is where you wanted to go, right, Jak?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys head your way there. People going about their evening business. Most of them heading towards the tavern, as they usually do this time of night, getting close to 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, you can head your way to the store uninterrupted unless you wish to do anything on the way.
And that Jak is just kind of heading there.
Okay. And Trey, anything specific for you, or just
No,
following?
we're traveling together. I think Trey's trying to keep a mind of where the party's gone. He and Jak are going to the general store, and he's keeping in his head that assumes is where we need to be heading next.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you guys make your way there. Jak, as you go to approach the general store, and you see the door is closed, and you see a little sign is closed across it.
I guess we should have gone there earlier. Jak is going to see if he can see anything through the door. Is there a window on this door?
There's not. No, it's a solid wooden door with a lock on the right-hand side.
Is there
There are
a
some
window?
windows.
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's windows to the front and the sides. Yeah.
And
So-
Jak will knock on the. Well, he wants to look through it, and then he's going to knock.
Okay, yeah. You take a look in, and there's no lights on in there right now. So you assume that she's not there, but take a look in, and with your dark vision, you can see pretty much how it was when you were here last time. You don't see any people. You see the counter. You see the shelves. You don't see anything that kind of jumps out. Roll a perception for me, though.
This is going to be a good night. That is a 2 on the die, putting me at an 8.
An 8. Yes, you look around. Everything looks pretty much the way you seen it last time.
Jak's going to turn. Well, there was some things we were going to pick up, but I don't think we're going to be able to now.
Well, it's a bit like people around these parts want to go to the tavern, try to have a bit of good fun before they go to bed at night. What sort of things do you think you wanted to find?
Oh, just a few random things, honestly. Backpack, rope, maybe some more health potions. And Jak is going to think back. Is he the only one that's been here, or has Darius come with him here before?
I think it was you and Darius the first time you arrived at this city, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I guess we could try to go catch up with Darius and just have him message her if he's willing. Or we could go, I guess, bar hop until we find her.
I don't imagine these items be too hard to find, Jak. Maybe once we get out on the road, you can find them someplace else, unless you got your mind set on them. In which case, I recommend we go find Darius. We don't split up with the guys night and night. We all get together.
Well, she seemed pretty excited to give these things, and I don't want to just bail on her like that. So,
I see. Well, best not keep them waiting then. We find Darius, and maybe you find this person that assumes. If not, we might see him somewhere else. Tavern's likely getting a bit rowdy this time of night, especially the loud ones. That's where you'll find the young girls, Jak.
Jak kind of blushes. Find the girls?
Don't think too much about it. Let's get a move on. Night's still young.
Alright, I guess we're going to the Sooms then.
All right.
And yeah, Jak will take off.
All right, you guys start heading over towards the Sooms. Elion.
Yeah.
As you're continuing to complete your sketch, you feel this rush of wind. As you kind of blink, and Darius as well, you kind of hold up your hand for a second and look, and you see Ligo and Mastos exactly how you would drawn them as they reappear. And Ligo kind of pulls his arms back. Oh, much more people here now, Darius. Good to see you again, my good friend. And he kind of starts walking towards you, kind of moving his shoulders backwards and forwards.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How have you been?
Oh, you know, fate of the world, constantly on our shoulders. It's wonderful.
Oh, I know. Isn't it exciting? Any more stories to tell me?
I don't know. What have we told you so far?
Run it by me. I'll tell you if I told me. Told you. You told me. I'll tell you either way.
Well, we told you about Vimoria.
Yes. Yes.
Turns out that Seikosen is potentially running that whole circus.
Seiko-sen thinks he's so special. Not even a god.
I mean, even the gods aren't really gods anymore, right?
Yeah, they are. It's a ridiculous thing to say. Of course they're gods. But some of us quite aren't as powerful as they used to be, or don't have almost any powers. But irrelevant. A lot of them do. A lot of them are very powerful.
Yes, well, I read about what you did, and, you know, even though you are left with a bit of a limp, I respect you for what you did.
Why, thank you, good sir. He kind of does a curtsy and a bow.
I know that you're more go, go, go. Any recommendations on how we should handle this?
Well,
Impending doom?
Indeed. Now that you mention it, I have been pondering on your situation. And no, I do not. But I think there's more exciting things at play. I heard that there's other things in other places. And he starts to slowly move back towards the doorway.
Care to elaborate?
Absolutely, I do. But not right now.
Before you go,
Yeah, that's how it goes with him.
As he raises his hand, you see the black tendrils kind of almost wrap around him, and then it's almost like it's squeezing and pushing him, but it goes into nothingness. Just
like a power hug.
You know what I'm realizing? I don't know who's here. I guess it's just Mastos and Elion.
Mastos and Elion, yeah.
All of the really powerful people in this world don't know shit.
So Elion's just still kind of like, when they reappeared, he like stopped sketching and just like kind of like looked at his pen for a second. Like for a split second, he like wondered if he had done something to kind of reoperate them, and then quickly like brushed it off as I realized that they were brought back through Ligo, and I just continue to finish my drawing while they have their conversation.
Okay. Perfect, yeah.
Apparently I'm talking to myself, so... Anyway, Elion, we're going to go to
And I just put my finger up again.
Swear to God, if you do that to me one more time, I will break it.
It's okay. I have much to tell you anyways.
Oh, we're planning on going... Is it Grimlore or Grimoire?
Grimlore.
Grimlore. We're planning on going to Grimlore.
And then I like immediately stop what I'm doing.
I thought that would get your attention.
Wow. Why are we going there again?
Because we discussed that there were things there that we needed to do. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I need to go there. There is something that I need to take care of in the town.
Oh, well, there's not much really in that town.
No, but there is a tavern, correct?
Yeah.
The Drunken Deer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really much of a place when I was
Doesn't
there.
need to be a place. It's who's in it that I need to speak with.
Right. Sorry. Who are you looking for again? Did I miss this part?
It's not necessarily a specific person, but the Crimson Ark is there, and we're going to infiltrate them.
Oh, I don't think there would be anything like that in that tavern.
Well, if there's not, then it'll be a quick in and out, won't it?
Yeah, I guess.
If you need, I can make
No,
a
it's
disguise for you.
It's okay. No, I don't. I very much don't think anyone will remember me. I just haven't been there in a long time. I try not to think about it much.
Well, hopefully it'll be quick.
Yeah, I mean, it is very small and uneventful. So
Good. The less events, the better.
right, but I feel like most places you visit are like that until you visit them.
Well, then you'd be wrong, wouldn't you?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, well. It's not going to matter where we go if that is what tends to happen. It's going to happen no matter where we are.
Right, but there are nice people in that town. Quiet. Not built for the world out here.
Well, like I said, hopefully we'll get in, get what I need, and then we can get out.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Then we're going to the Keepers to drop off the dead egg. Jack's not here. I can be be blunt about it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe traveling at night would be good then. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, most of us are rested, so we figured we might as well move while we're at our best. And then we're going to Haven.
Okay. Let's just focus on one place.
Yeah, I just figured I'd give you the whole plan. I mean, it's probably going to take us a year to do the whole thing, realistically, but...
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Grimlaw. That's the next stop. We're just waiting for Jack and Trey to... They know to come here, so we might as well wait here.
Very well. I will. I'll just be back, and then I'll just kind of look back down and start finishing my sketch.
You all right? Cool. Mastos, what did you see? What happened?
I saw a home.
I figured. How was it? What did the Druids say?
Nothing. There's nothing left of them.
Like they just disappeared like Croatoan, or they're like The dead.
Like, dead.
Wonderful. Not actually wonderful. Just this makes the situation far more dire. How powerful were those druids?
I look at my staff. They were powerful. But Paradon, he did this to them.
Hence my question about how strong they were. How are we going to fight that?
I don't know.
Nobody seems to know anything about a weakness, about blood weaving. Even Ligo didn't know anything about Sikosen, or couldn't tell us, or didn't tell us, or...
Maybe he didn't know to divulge. I didn't actually tell him what I was told.
What were you told?
He allowed me to speak with one of the corpses.
You can speak with... I thought I asked you that, and you said you couldn't speak with the dead.
I cannot. Ligo allowed it.
Well, I mean, if he gave you the connection, I think it's safe to assume he knows what was said.
He asked, but we were rudely interrupted by what I could only surmise is, and I want to say blood elemental. That what I saw was elemental in nature.
So what water? Earth?
I look at Darius right in the eyes. Blood.
Blood isn't an element.
It was powerful enough to create life.
Did you fight it? Did it interact with you?
It tried to fight me.
Okay.
But it said that my village was hers.
It was a woman.
Yes.
That wasn't an elemental, Mastos. That was Sikosen. Did she say anything else? Anything that might be helpful?
She took my village. I said, they're mine. And she said, no, I will add you to, I guess, bring you back home to her. And
Immediately, Darius summons the Soul Seeker and presses it against him. Are you?
Am I me? And it's like, huh? Yes? Which me?
You're not her. Sikosen.
No. I'm Mastos? Is this a trick question?
You just said she was going to take you.
I said she tried to. Ligo pulled me back, pulled me away. She never touched me.
The sword just into smoke.
I inhale that smoke.
I mean, you worked for the guy long enough. I would assume you like his essence. Oh, right. Dementrum, I spoke to him. He did mention something about your tree ability that you can't do anymore.
Oh?
He said you have to pick one of you. He said you're torn between who you were and who you are.
Aren't we all?
I mean,
Interesting.
I've always been me, as far as I know.
I'm looking at the staff, and so far this is still just covered. I didn't want to clear it off of its charness.
Okay. Darius, what you're seeing is like this long intelligent staff, but it's almost covered in black char the entirety of the way up, except for the top piece, which is being uncovered. And it looks like 4 trees that have kind of grown into each other, kind of in a circle.
That's a cool branch. Where'd you get that?
From my tree.
Is it magical?
I don't know if it is, or it was.
Do you want me to clean it up?
And I will chuckle and tap it on the ground and cast Gust upwards, clearing off the soot
Okay.
and char.
Yeah. Boom. This gust moving upwards isn't just a straight wind. You see this almost like the smallest tornado as it starts from the bottom and starts to work its way up, almost chiseling off the ash and char from the bottom as it slowly uncovers the bright brown intricate wood carvings underneath as it dissipates.
You could have just said you got it, but that was cool.
Is he covered in it? No.
If he is, he will
Like,
instantly
spread around the room.
clean himself off.
Leon's book
It's
starts
just-
getting dusted in black.
It's just like an outline of Darius on the wall.
I got it.
So can you make the wind go now?
You guys hear some footsteps outside, right outside the doorway.
I could always do that.
As Jack and Trey, you guys can hear talking from within the hut as you're approaching. Jack, you're first as you look in, and you can see Darius talking to Mastos and Elion sitting at the desk with his book open. Mastos standing with his staff.
Jack will just walk in and pretty much ignore everything that's going on and just be like, Darius, can you call the lady that runs the general store and ask her where she's at? Because we're leaving town and I want to get my supplies off of her. Her store was closed.
You literally like the most deadpan face and just blinking at him. You want me to use some of my power to make a phone call for you?
Jack kind of smiles, tilts his head. Yes, please.
What do you need from her?
The stuff. Oh, you weren't there. I ordered some more stuff off of her.
Is this extremely powerful magical stuff, or
Potions and other things for the road. Literally for the road.
Speaking of things, he turns and looks at Mastos. You didn't happen to grab my things before you left the tunnel, did you? Mastos?
I already said it. I don't want to say it again. I'm sorry. No rope
You
for
were muted. I didn't hear you.
No, you didn't hear. Yeah, I did, of course.
Can I have it back?
Yeah, of course. I'm standing there.
Are you? I can't see your hand. Are you gesturing a bag open for me? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. And I go to I go to get it out of the bag.
Thank you. And I will put it back in the bag. Is this crucial, Jack? Like, is it really necessary? Like, can we not just go around and ask one of the gods if they know where she is?
I thought it'd be easier just to get to you because you have seen her, spoke with her, and can just get the
Okay,
direct
above table,
line.
just so you know, Luke, this puts me down to 1 3rd level spell slot.
Would Darius
below-
do-
Below table, Jack says, "I'll pay you."
Okay, if I die because I couldn't save myself, this is on you. And I will cast sending to this person. I don't remember them at all.
Yeah, you
Pretty blue Aarakocra. Name escapes me.
yeah, you do recall the when you guys first got here that you and Jack went to the to the store, and you remember this a little bit more because she was way more excited to see Jack and not as much into your charms as looking at Jack. So
Okay. I will cast sending. And not remembering her name, I will be like, excuse me. Darius Silverstrum here. Jak Nara, looking for order he placed with you.
Because we're leaving.
Because we're leaving, can we pick up before we go? Thank you.
yeah, but 20 seconds goes by, and you get a response. Oh, I can leave it with my messenger at the stables for you when you leave. Of course, no problem.
Apparently she'll leave it with her messenger at the stables for us.
I will make sure you are well protected, well guarded, and I will lay my life down because of the message you just sent in case we get jumped and you start to die.
Mm-hmm.
Which, a reminder, I told you strictly not to do.
Right, because, you know, it's me trying to die is what we do every time we go into battle. That's my goal.
Well, I'm set now. What are we waiting for?
Mastos saw Sikosen.
Well, not a lot of blood in the room.
Not here. All the druids are dead.
My home.
Oh. You went home.
Lego brought me home.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, sorry to hear about your family.
Thank you.
And does Jack notice anything in his hands?
Jack noticed what? Anything in whose hands?
And does Jack notice the staff?
Oh yeah, as soon as you walked in, that's what I said. You see Mastos standing with the staff, talking to
Okay.
Darius.
And Jack would recognize that this is the first time he's seen this staff.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
Jack
have
would
definitely not been carrying this staff
Massive
with me
staff,
like
yeah.
this whole time. Yeah.
I'm picturing like a Gandalf-sized staff. Like,
Oh yeah.
large. And Jack kind of looks at the staff, looks at Mastos. Is that from home?
I nod.
Well then, at least you have a keepsake.
Yes. Yes, I do.
And
I grip it tight.
Jack trying to work on empathy, sympathy, all of the different emotions, is gonna go up to Mastos and he's gonna kind of make a fist and he's gonna kind of press it on his chest. We'll stop him.
As Jack approaches, I hug him.
Oh. Yeah, so Jack kind of gets caught like this as he's going for it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That fist was still coming in, so it's like
Yeah, Jack will. We'll stop them. We'll make things right.
I just want to point out that we have no idea how to stop him, and he killed an entire village of druids on his own.
As Jack's still kind of finishing up the hug, he's gonna reach behind his back, and he's going to pull the pistol out, and he's going to twirl it a few times, kind of look at Darius, and then put it back, and then kind of tap the hug a few more times.
Oh my god, your arrogance is going to get... You're going to get both of us killed.
And as I let go of Jak, I'll turn to Darius and then say, I think we can. I think we can do it.
What?
Just as that's going on, you just hear Elion say, "Done." And I like put a little dot, and I rush over to Darius and I show him. This is what I seen.
And he just shows it to you. You see this sort of perfected image of what you've seen whenever Lego arrived back with Mastos.
Yeah, I saw that too, right when they popped up in my face. It was quite alarming.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the penmanship is incredible. You are a remarkable artist, but I mean,
Right,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
That's fine. And I'm just gonna turn and I like half like show the book to Jak, and never mind. And I just close it up. And are we
It's the-
leaving now?
What's the image of?
So you see this image of Lego with his kind of hand outstretched, and you see these tendrils kind of coming from his suit, and Mastos fully wrapped in these kind of tendrils. But this sketch isn't sort of the visual facial details. It's done in such a way where a lot of the image has been almost like tapped with the pencil, representation of this kind of almost a representation of energy as opposed to physical bodies that Elion has done, perfectly capturing a representation of energy as opposed to physical beings, but you can immediately recognize what's happening.
Lego's very flashy when he moves around. And it only makes sense that the drawing's that flashy.
Lego's very flashy.
Right. I'm just getting used to your friend group.
Oh, well.
Very aggressive people.
This Lego character, does he come by and take you off places very often?
It's only happened twice in the last... How much time has lapsed on our entire adventure?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's only happened twice in the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Seriously?
Mhm.
No.
I knew it was like I knew it was 3 to 5 somewhere in there.
22 days, if you want to be precise.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I barely know anyone here.
We have not been
I've known you guys for like
productive.
4 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lego was a god, and he did something. I read a book, but I don't remember all of it.
He fought the old one, or the becoming of the old one, or whatever. He basically is part of the reason that the world isn't completely drowned in blood.
And now he just likes to watch. He's an observer now.
That's all he can really do. He's been pretty stripped of his power. Although he does state that he is still a god.
Oh yeah, I guess it's like once a god, always a god kind of thing.
I don't know.
And you'd mentioned that Mastos St. Sinkerson, that same bloke we saw down them tunnels. You think Lego has a vested interest in us going head to head with Sinkerson?
Well, I think he more so just has a vested interest in us because we do interesting things.
He does like interesting.
Like that gust of wind earlier. What was that about?
Mastos was proving he doesn't need me to clean his staff.
I can clean my own staff.
The first voice reduced to a mere cleaner.
Or messenger. And he looks at him with this like blank stare.
And I thank you for what you've done.
Sinkerson
So-
had men At least I think it was Sinkerson. I don't quite have my head wrapped around it. Those men, those rings down in the tunnel, they were, what, vessels for Sinkerson? But you, Mastos, you've been taken off somewhere by Lego. Did you actually meet Sinkerson, like proper face-to-face?
In a sense,
Yeah, she was blood.
I could draw her.
Didn't
I look at Elion.
didn't Elion do that?
Oh,
If I had
actually,
to guess, it's the rings that was embedded in them, and with all the blood weaving, that it wasn't a vessel, but more or less a tool.
yeah, I would say they were more like drones than anything.
And the druids, Mastos, you said that you saw a druids that you used to live with. Did they have these rings?
Do I recall them having them?
You do not. You did look at that pile of bodies, and you don't recall seeing anything that resembled the rings that you've seen on these young men.
The druids in my village don't require such things.
We also saw what happened to Cam when we removed the ring. Safe to say, if she wanted to take them, they would have just melted. There was nothing left of Cam, right?
He was splattered.
Yeah. Oh, so like
Wow.
there was still like skin and stuff, like just
Yeah.
spread through it. Oh, okay. I thought he dissolved and just it was just blood that pulled away.
Darius and Jak, both roll general intelligence checks for me. You need 18 or above.
Ugh, don't tell me the DC. That's even worse.
Definitely not.
Hold on. Intelligence? Oh, +0, baby. You're going down.
I may roll.
15.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
See if I can do. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Don't fail me now. Let's move on the screen so it stays on. No, I got a 13, but
Yeah, trying to put the pieces together, you just can't quite find connections.
Do I get to roll?
Can I roll?
You're
You
not
don't
as
ha-
smart as
No,
Jack.
you don't have previous experience that would have maybe put a connection together.
What do you mean?
Alex.
I read
Jack's
a lot.
literally.
it's something to do with Memoria, obviously.
I read a lot. I just
would
got
watch
Memoria.
it.
Oh wait, no, I haven't.
We've had long discussions about Memoria over the past 2 days of knowing each other.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I thought it was
mhm.
4.
Trust your DM, okay? I want you guys to figure stuff out. So if it made sense for you to roll,
I'm kidding.
Okay. I don't know all the pieces to this, but something big is happening. We're gonna need as many allies as we can get. I think we should start our journey, even though I am meant to infiltrate the Crimson Ark to report on one of them. Having them as an ally may be a benefit.
So you're saying we need the power
Don't say it.
of friendship?
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a good time to go home.
Yeah. Say your goodbyes.
Speaking of, is it time to go?
One last time.
Well, we can head to the stable and see if your package has arrived.
How long
Yeah.
does it take to attune?
An
An
hour.
hour.
While you guys do that, I'll stay here and wait for you.
We're not
This-
coming
You're
back. We're
departing from the
leaving.
stable.
I go sit down. I go sit down with my staff.
I'll wait with him.
Oh my god. All right.
I'm
See
not
you
one
later,
for
guys.
horses.
We are leaving from the stables.
How far is the stables from where we are?
About an
It's
hour.
probably like a 10-minute walk.
Right. Mastos, I think we need to go now.
Already focusing.
I will leave you here. I'm
Fine. And I uncross my legs, and I used the staff to get up, but like as an old man, get up.
all right.
Right, lead the way.
Very well. I will start heading towards the stables.
As will Jak, and as he starts moving, he will call to Reen and just let her know we're making our way out. We'll be at the stables.
Okay. Everybody following suit?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys head westward and heading south. Walking past the Yank, walking past the Triples, Khaled's house on your right. You can see to the northeast, you see the starboard with the lights on. Looks like the tavern has reopened. You guys take a right and start heading south down towards the stables.
As we pass Khaled's house, weren't we supposed to fill her in on what was happening here?
Nope.
No? Okay. And I will continue to the stables.
We were.
I think so.
Okay. Well, do you want to go tell her quick that we're leaving and there's weird blood magic happening under her city?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't we just give the old good Irish goodbye?
The seed
What-
is here.
What?
We're not leaving the city with blood magic underneath it and just walking away.
So,
I mean, we were going to do that.
just case in point, Mastos, you did go tell Khaled, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
You did communicate everything to Aristos, who was then said he was going to
Oh,
also
right.
communicate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
thought.
That's what it was.
Yeah, when you guys went to Aristos, he had basically told you that they were going to take care of that, and you guys did your own thing. You guys can definitely
just
stop the
think about
Khaled's. I'm just trying to kind of just catch you
No,
up.
I remember now when we told Aristos, I was like, we don't need to tell Khaled because he's going to communicate it.
Are we gonna get Borman?
Right, Boneman, where is he?
Should be at the barracks.
I thought he was sent out on a mission by Demantrum.
Was he?
If you listen to the recap, you might have heard that.
Well, the manager told you, Darius, or was it Mastos? One of
I
you,
thought it
when you,
was-
one of you.
I thought it
when
was
you had the
Jak.
mission.
Yeah, I thought it was Jak.
Was it? No.
I have
No,
no
it was It
idea.
was Darius, because I remember it was Darius, because I remember your eyes like being open whenever he said like you need money on the mortal plane to buy stuff, whereas you don't need money in the Fae.
I recall.
So you guys continue south down towards the stables? Or you
Well, I
guys
said I
take
was
a-
gonna say goodbye. I was gonna say goodbye to Khaled.
Okay, yeah. so you
She's
had-
moved on, bro.
Khaled isn't his partner, not Chantra.
Chandra's not his partner either.
You guys don't know anything.
I thought she was his life mate.
You don't know.
No,
I thought that was
not life mate.
the pink
You have no
bird.
idea. What?
So, yeah,
Penguins
so
do too.
Mastos turns to go towards Khaled's house. Everybody continuing to the stables or going with him, or what's the situation?
To the stables.
Yeah, I'll be following as well.
Following
Trey
Mastos?
Trey would kind of split the difference. If Mastos is staying behind, then Trey would slow up and try to be between the two party members as much as he can be. If
Mhm.
anyone really gets like too far away from one another, then
Okay.
Trey will probably do something.
Okay.
Jak will turn to Trey and go, do you have a horse?
No, as it stands, I lost him back at the back at Dwarven's Rest.
We have an extra one.
We do?
Yeah, I had to ride it. Dana's horse.
Oh, right.
Well, my lucky day. It's a good bit of serendipity, isn't it?
Yep. Yep, exactly. That bippity.
Mm.
And Jak just turns around and just continues on.
I'm sorry, Elion, you said you were following, just to clarify, following Mastos
Yeah.
or following the group? Oh,
No,
Mastos, okay.
Darius. I'd be following Darius.
Oh, Darius.
She
Okay.
sure did dippity.
All right, so Darius, Jak heading towards stables with Trey and Elion and Trey kind of hanging back a little bit, but following them as Mastos, you peel off. So Khaled's house is only like 30 feet from the kind of the trail that you guys are walking. So still within the eyesight. Even when you get to the stables, you can almost see Khaled's house at the top. So Trey, did you want to do anything specific knowing your situation?
No, I think Trey's probably just going to try to keep an eye on everybody as best as he can. If need be, he might try to find a place to elevate a little bit, be that in a tree or something if he needs to.
Okay. Yeah, there's some trees, and then there's kind of like 2 towers that are just kind of at the entrance on either side of where the stables are, which would also give you a good view. But yeah, you have a good view of the house if you need to, from even if you continue walking to the stables. But if you want to stop and hold back, you're more than welcome. So
No, I think knowing that there would be towers where we could see things pretty well, having a real good vantage point like that, I think that's somewhere Trey would be interested in being.
okay, yeah, for sure. You guys start heading towards stables. Mastos, as you approach Khaled's, you see an Arakan guard posted, just holding a spear, and it turns the beak towards you. Dark brown feathers, bright yellow beak. Just kind of turns and looks at you and kind of just nods ahead and then faces forwards again.
I nod and walk in.
Yeah. Turn, you go to walk in. You can see Khaled sitting at a table to the right-hand side. Looks like she's eating something.
Khaled.
Oh, Mastos. How are you?
I'm okay, but I'm leaving.
Well, good thing we have the seeds safe for now then. I hope you have a safe journey and it will be here waiting for you. You're ready to return.
And has Aristos talked to you?
I have been briefed, yes. We currently have things in the works down below. The individuals must have taken flight, but we have, how did Bragg say it? Contained the devices. So they are safe for now, and we do have an expert coming from New Moria to assist.
So, be careful then. And protect not just the seed, but the city with everything.
Kind of nods her
Mostly
head.
the seed.
From the first day I set foot on this mortal plane and created this place, I vowed to protect it with everything I have. And she kind of kicks back her chair a little bit and stands up, walks towards you, and reaches out her arms to embrace you in a hug.
I hug. I approach. I hug.
And she does. You feel the wings kind of wrap around. I'm sorry that the things happened the way they did to get here, but I'm very grateful. You have freed Arakin and perhaps taken this place to somewhere that I could never reach without your help. Thank you, Mastos. And she gives you a little peck on the cheek.
It wasn't just me. I had the help of not just the Fae, but of Mundus. He helped me. There is more of this world's nature in Arrowcan than the Fae. But the Fae will thrive alongside it.
Kind of smiles a little bit, takes a step back. And, well, whatever help you had, continue to ask for it.
Speaking of druids, there's a druid outside of Arrowcan in the forest south of... Oh man, I forget the cemetery place we just went to.
Are you thinking about the druid they got from Durham?
Yes, Durham. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, around the forest of Durham. He's with a pack of wolves, and they've been hunted before. I'd like you to try to reach out and bring them here
I
as
haven't heard of
protectors.
a druid in those spots. Druids are quite rare. I know Archibald in Durham is an archdruid, and sometimes they pass through there, but I've never heard of one traveling with wolves.
He's feral in nature. He's in there. Or at least he's something. But maybe he and you can help each other. Give him the protection of the forest of Aragon, and he can be free with his pack to sustain themselves.
And where did you see this druid last? And does he have a name?
Okay, hold on. I have to go to my notes. Oh no. Guys, help me out. Do we have a name for him?
This is
I'm
a
pretty
Mastos
sure-
episode. Good luck.
You do not. You didn't ask a name.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm just seeing if you put it with the picture.
Cheater.
I'm just like, no. No, I don't have a name, but I do have a description. And I describe this large talking wolf that's bipedal in nature and just massive on a skies of scale.
Okay, roll a performance check for me.
Ooh. Oh, that was a good spin on the top. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Dang.
Just making sure. Yeah, okay, it was.
Okay. Yeah, you start your description, and we see the guard outside with the spear. Every few seconds, he's looking in the check. And every time he does, he sees Mastos in a pose. He sees him down on the floors. He looks at it, perfectly describing and reenacting the interaction you had with what you believe to be a druid. Yes, that's quite good, Mastos. I think that's all I need. Yes, absolutely. We'll send out a scout and see if he needs help.
Excellent. Tell him Mastos, the one who helped heal his friend.
Oh, you helped heal his friend. That will be most useful in initiating conversation with him.
Great. That sounds wonderful. Thank you. And let's go. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, she turns to kind of go sit back down to her food as you head out the door. At this point, you guys arrive at the stables uninterrupted. You can see a bunch of horses, including your own, tied up at the stables. As previous, nobody manning the stables. What do you guys do?
Jak will start unhooking horses.
Hello? Is the person with Jack's package here?
You do not see a person.
Well, Jack, I don't know if you want to unhook our horses quite yet. We're still waiting for your package and Mastos.
Well, we might as well get them ready. That way, when it gets here, we can just leave.
Okay. Does it take long to do this?
Saddle up horses, make sure they've got packs full of food, and maybe brush them before we leave. I mean, it could take a few minutes.
Okay. You do you, boo.
Okay. And Jack will start unhooking all the horses, making sure they are ready to go.
Okay. What's everybody else doing while Jack's getting the horses ready?
I'm kind of standing watching, but I'm kind of standing back a little bit because I just don't like horses.
Fair. Trey?
Yeah, I think Trey was going to try to get some elevation in that tower and try
Yeah.
to keep him out, make sure that Mastos was able to keep up.
For sure, yeah. No check needed. There's ladders leading right up to the stairs. They look to be watchtowers, but nobody in them. There we can some of the Aerococker you can see kind of in the distance, kind of just flying around. Not much use for towers, but almost there for appearance. So yeah, you can definitely scramble up. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you get to the top.
Hold on.
That'll be a 16.
See? Okay, awesome. Yeah, as you kind of take a look out, other than being at the top of the barracks or the birthing tree, pretty much one of the highest points that you could get within the city. Looking out, you kind of glance to your left and you can see the Sooms. You can just see the moonlight just glistening off the water as you look forwards and see kind of the Ankh. And you see these, just like the Wizard's Tower, you see these rotating, floating small pylons that kind of just float around just with this luminescent yellow glow, almost like small suns just rotating across the top. You see this, it's strange. It's almost like this green aura coming off the birthing tree as you look there. And although it's so far away, you can see this almost a line of blackness, but then a bright white, as you can almost see the hulking human standing behind the chest that is mounted there. As you kind of pan over to the right, you get to see the glistening water of the waterfalls going into the pools, where you kind of wince a little bit thinking about the one that got away. And you see at this point Mastos coming out of a small house, which is just to the north of where the watchtower is. You see him just walk past the guard that's standing outside.
And Mastos is coming toward us right now.
Yep, looks like he's heading straight back to the path.
Yeah, I think Trey would probably also, seeing that Mastos is coming back and recalling that there's meant to be someone sort of at the stables, I think Trey might look around to see if the person with Jack's package is here or approaching, or what that situation's about.
Yeah, for sure. As you kind of wait, make sure Mastos getting there safely and checking everything else out. And you can see right below Jack kind of getting the horses together. You can see Elion just watching. But you do see over where Jack took you to the supply store, you do see a small humanoid figure climbing in the side window, the west window.
Okay. That's the general store that we had left, or is that a different
No,
place?
that's the
And
one where you guys went to with the closed sign on it.
Gotcha. And we see someone scampering in through an exterior window.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think Trey is gonna lean over and see if he can actually make eye contact with one of the guys down there. Oi! Over here!
And you all down below here try yelling down.
Jack hears that?
You guys are right
Oh.
below, yeah. The
Oi.
towers are right beside the stables.
Jack,
will-
Darius, aye. Can you see the general store? Where you went to talk to that Aerococker lady? There's somebody busting in through one of the windows on the outside. You see it?
Does Jack see it?
Both roll a perception. Elion, you would hear this as well.
Okay. I'll kind of look over.
Perception as well.
12.
7.
7. Oh, I thought that was a 19. I was gonna be like, oh dang.
Am I rolling as well?
Yes.
Okay. 9 plus perception, 11.
11. So the general store is a little bit tiered up on the second kind of level from where you guys are, but with the brush and the trees and such, you guys do not have a vantage point. You can't see what Trey's talking about.
Jack will just kind of lean up and call back. They are supposed to be bringing me something.
Well, I mean, fair enough, Jack. It's just, I'm not used to seeing people scamper like that when they've got permission to be somewhere. I think maybe we should check it out.
What's he going on about?
Somebody getting in the general store. I'll leave that one to you. I'm gonna get these horses finished up.
We're not policing these towns we're in now, are we? Do we really need to get more involved?
I just say let him do what he wants to do. He's been traveling alone long enough that if he wants to see someone that could be with ill intent, let him handle it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good luck.
Is 1,000 feet enough to? Is there 1,000 feet between?
Yeah,
Is
from
the
like
general store within 1,000 feet of me?
yeah, as the crow flies, it will be probably about 600-700 feet from where you are, direct line.
Okay. In that case, I believe Trey is actually going to remain in this tower, and he's going to send an echo to go and investigate.
Okay. Where around the store do you summon this echo?
I think Trey is going to have the echo approach from outside and just make effectively a line to where that person is. I assume by the time that the echo gets there, the person will have completely have gone through the window.
Yeah.
So I think the echo is going to approach the window that the person had gone through.
Okay. Yeah, so as you look through the eyes of the echo, look in, you can see the window is pushed up. As you look in, you see a small halfling at the counter with a backpack pushing a pile of rope into it.
Okay. I think we'll just try to hang out. Not trying to get involved necessarily, but just observing. If we think that this person is stealing things they're not allowed to have, maybe we'll speak up. But if it's just this person hurriedly getting things together to bring it to Jack, then we're more than happy to just stand and watch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth for your echo.
Okay. That'll be an 11.
Okay. Beats his 7. So yeah, you kind of keep watch on that as he looks to be packing things up. At this point, Mastos, you do reach the group as you're heading south on this path. You see Jack has kind of got the horses situated. Darius is there, Elion, and you do see Trey kind of standing at the top of a tower that oversees the stables. You guys see Mastos now come.
We'll just go to the horses. Help with the horses.
Okay. Yeah, so Trey, your echo observing this fella doesn't seem to have noticed. He puts the rope in, and then you see him kind of reach into his coat, and pull out, and he opens up, and He kind of nods and rolls up a little piece of parchment, puts it back in his pocket, and slings the bag over his shoulder and turns to leave.
Okay. I mean, Trey probably doesn't readily recall exactly what it was that was to be expected, but rope is something that was expected. Bag was expected. So I don't think Trey would believe anything's out of the ordinary here. So I think we would just stand and watch. And
Okay.
as long as this guy's not taking anything too out of sorts, then we're happy to just, effectively dissipate here and let him come to us.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of watch, you see Yakko kind of steads off into the bushes a little bit just to observe, and see him pull the window down, and you can hear this mumbling, always bring your key, and you hear the window slam, and then a few seconds later you hear chink, and the front door open, and you hear a lock as you see the small halfling start running down the path away from the general store.
Yeah, the echo will dissipate and consciousness will flood back into Trey. I keep doing that. Consciousness will flood back into Trey at the top of the tower as he'll look down to see if he's missed anything.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you see Jack there with the horses. Mastos is now joined. Anybody else want to do anything specific?
The only thing left Jack would probably check on Reen, because he intends to ride Reen.
I'd want to scout out whatever the smallest, least intimidating horse is and kind of grab that one while I can.
While
Probably
we're
just the one
waiting,
you came in on, right?
Yeah, if it's all the same.
while we're waiting, Darius will miraculously remember that he has Dalen's lyre in his bag, and he's going to pull it out and inspect it.
Yeah, so while you're waiting, you start going over that, or are you actually casting? Identify.
It depends, because I don't know how long everybody's going to be. So it'll basically be he's going to kind of just start looking over it, and then if everybody's like, okay, let's go, then I'll identify.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you kind of see Mastos arrive, see Trey's kind of coming back down. Trey, I'm assuming from the watchtower now. Yeah, the Trey working his way down. So it looks like everybody's getting ready to go.
Yeah, I'll identify it then.
Okay. So as you cast identify, let me just bring it up real quick for you. You start going over the markings and thinking back to when you've seen this being used. A little bit like wary. Well, the person that was using this dissolved into water. So is this even worth it? But you see down the side, it almost looks like mermaids engraved on the edges of this lyre. And as you move it around, flick it through your fingers and kind of get a feeling for it. And you kind of get the magical essence start to come through to you. And you can add Siren Song Lyre to your inventory.
That sounds dope. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds awesome.
Gonna put away a soul seeker and start whacking people with the lyre now. But at this time, you all see this small little halfling running down, short hair, backpack strapped over, almost the same size as him. You see these little feet running down. Mr. Jak Nara, sir! Mr. Jak Nara! Sir, package for Mr. Jak Nara.
Yes, sir. Jack will walk over to him.
Starts taking the backpack off. Apologies, that was not enough time to provide the potions, but your backpack and your rope are at the ready. Pulls up the backpack.
And Jack will just give him 2 gold. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Darius, dagger eyes, looks at Jack. A backpack and a rope?
A few rope.
A backpack and a rope.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. He gets it and immediately starts shuffling off, seeing the angry Darius Silverstrum. Oh.
You told me there was potions in there.
And they said they didn't have enough time.
I am never sending a spell for you again. Good luck talking to Dana. And he leaves the stable.
On your horse?
No, he just walks out of the stable.
Excellent. Give me that rope.
And as you're grabbing the rope in the corner of your eye, Jak, you can see at the entrance, it's only like 200 feet away from the stables, at the top of the mountain on the right-hand side, you notice that Reen has been sitting up there just watching the whole time, waiting.
Gotcha. And Jak will kind of affix the backpack or to one of the horses, and then he'll kind of like walk all the horses out. Okay. Oh, we're all here, so it's time to get moving. And then Jak will just turn and make like direct eye contact to Reen, and then he'll just give her like a head nod.
Yeah, so as you kind of give her a head nod, you watch as Reen limply falls on the side of the cliff. You start to see her plummet, and with the last second, wings come out and
I was like,
just
oh shit,
turns
what
and-
happened?
she turns and feet down the ground and just kind of rolls her shoulders, and you see her head twist back and just
You enjoy trying to make people worry. And he instinctively is gonna just like to start to get on her, but then he's gonna kind of pause for a second. I'm good to still ride you like normal, right?
she's gonna twist her head back, and you see this big, like, kind of toothy grin and draconic. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Excellent. And then Jak will spring up on her.
Yeah, the second that your foot almost like hits her side, she starts taking off running.
All right.
Everybody else following suit on their horses, or
Seeing everyone leave, I will whistle for mine, and as it comes up to me, I will hop on and carry on with them.
yeah, absolutely.
Trey will mount up on that spare horse. I assume that somebody would have guided Trey to which horse that was.
Yeah, the one. Well, basically, it's the one that nobody hopped on. Elion reluctantly getting on the one that he arrived here on. Jak, Henri, and Darius. Yeah, so only one empty horse. All right, you swing your leg over. You all start heading towards the exit. Mastos, how are you traveling this evening?
I will ride Oaken Shadow.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I don't like wild shape into a horse on a horse or something. I don't know.
Well, can I
Now that
wild
you've
shape
said
into a smaller horse to fit nicely on my horse?
So yeah, you guys start heading out. As you get to the exit, you do see the two Aarakocra guards standing on the other side. Kind of nod you all through. Obviously, an acceptance of knowing exactly who you are without any type of reservations of checking where you're going or anything. As you guys kind of get a few feet beyond the mountains, you are reminded that the mountain beyond this covered in snow and cold temperatures. Does anybody wish to do anything before you venture into the cold mountainous region?
I'll put my cloak on.
Your winter cloak?
I'm still technically wearing mine.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything warmer to wear? I don't do well in cold.
Do you not have what you wore here?
I do, but that looks to be very much colder than where I've been.
Right. Well, I do have an extra fur cloak.
Perfect. Did anyone need that?
Trey, you have your traveling furs in your backpack.
No?
I can give you a torch.
No, the cloak would be fine if no one's going to use it.
I will just hand it to him. It's in the party inventory.
Thank you. I don't
No
have
problem.
much much meat on these bones to keep me warm, so anything will help.
All right, so you guys head off down the mountain.
Yep.
Okay. Who is leading this charge down the side of the mountain?
Jak sounds like he is, as Reen took off. So Jak.
I can tell you who's not leading.
Yeah. All right, so Jak, Reen, kind of missing. It's been a while since you guys just kind of did a free run speed-wise, so she just kind of heads into it, kind of almost like testing out her new form. So go ahead and roll a survival for me.
25.
Amazing.
A natural 19 on the die.
Yeah, so you very easily, even in these cold temperatures and the snow kind of falling in certain areas, you're easily able to keep track of the trail. This is not a heavily traveled city, so the trail isn't necessarily always easy to find, but you're able to hone in on it and start guiding everybody down through it. Moon high in the sky, getting into like 10, 11 o'clock at night right now. Are you sticking to straight the path down the hill? Are you wanting to veer off or anything, or just trying to get to the next main path?
He will stay on the path. He will stay the course, make sure no one gets lost until we find this next path.
So you remember it was about a day's travel from the base of this mountain to get to the top, which kind of takes you past Dwarven Rest, which is on your left as you're heading down the mountain. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me for this section of the travel.
12.
Okay. Yeah, so you start heading down. Anybody want to do anything specific while on horseback here?
Not fall off.
Sounds like a good idea.
Tune to my item.
Focusing.
I know.
So focused.
Oak and Shadow is a smooth ride. Driving
I will say, how are you? So if you want to try and focus in on attuning yourself to this magical item, how do you make yourself the most sort of relaxed and peaceful as you could while riding your horse down the snowy mountain?
I sing.
So that's an activity. So you can't attune while you're
Okay.
singing.
It's okay. That's the most
Okay.
calming thing. So it's okay.
So you try it.
I will attempt to attune singing all the way down this mountain.
Sounds good. Performance check, please.
Yeah. I just like that was a perfect drop. Oh, that's a 9. Plus what was 4, yeah. 13.
13. Okay. Hey, are you singing a specific song, or are you just a melody, or what is it you're producing right now?
I am singing a hymn the Druids used to sing
He'll
to
be
the
coming
children
around the mountain when he comes.
called "She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain When She Comes."
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so as you guys are riding down the mountain, you all hear in amongst the winds and the snow this strange tune coming from Mastos as he's staring at the staff and bouncing up and down, trying to keep some sort of rhythm going as you hear this hands as he's singing. It sounds absolutely terrible. But you get to the base of the mountain, Jak. You guys don't encounter anything on the way down. You do see some movements within the shadows as it kind of gets further away from the path, and the darkness kind of sets into where the forest is a little bit more dense, but nothing to draw your attention away from the path. So as you head mainly south, as soon as you get to a more beaten path, you see it's now paved. So you hit one going east, one going west. You're at a T section right now, and you're coming from the north. So you want to go east or you want to go west?
That's a great question. Where's my map at?
Every time you talk like that, all I can hear in my head is "whoa, woo, whoa."
So we're at a T.
Yep, just at the bottom of the mountain. You were heading south from Arrowcan. You've hit a T with one road is now a road, paved road. One heading to the east, one heading to the west. With your survival, you know the east road would take you back towards Dwarven Rest and Durham.
We need to go west.
All right, you're heading west.
Yep.
What? No, we went. Dwarven Rest is like directly north of Grimlore. Dwarven Rest is that giant castle thing, right? On the map?
No.
Oh, it's not? Is it not on the map?
It is not.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
You said Durham. I'm like, Durham's all the way over there. Like,
Yeah,
we're going west.
Yeah. All right, so you head west. You kind of turn right in a more hardened, traveled path as you guys hit about 4 o'clock in the morning now. Out of a day's travel. Do you guys want to take a rest during this, or are you plowing through another 4 hours or so of travel?
I mean, I'm fine.
Or your horse?
It's really up to the two that hasn't. My horse is fine. We're not like full on like horse racing, right?
How long of travel have we already hit?
You had about 6 hours of travel. You made good time on the mountain.
You said we left at 8, no?
Yep. Well, it was
So
yeah,
about 8
just slightly
hours?
after 8. It was no, because it was 8 whenever you guys like woke up and whatever. So you were exiting. It was like 10 o'clock.
I think Jack's willing to push through. He's
Okay.
tired, but he'll wait till everybody's ready to rest.
Well, Trey knows that he can use his trance to be able to rest, and it doesn't take him as much time to be able to do that. So he's not quite so concerned about pushing through the night because he knows that he can rest pretty quickly compared to most people he's met.
Okay. And everybody else is okay to keep trucking on forwards westward on the road?
Yeah, I think so.
I look at Shadow or Oaken Shadow, and I like nudge my head, and we go
Okay.
forward.
If you look in shadow, pick it up a little bit more.
And you
Just a
see
li- just a
Elion,
little.
he's like fighting a little bit because this fur cloak is just so big that it just like keeps rolling down over his face, and he's just every bounce of the horse just keeps like blinding his sight, and he's just really struggling to keep it together.
What he doesn't know is Mastos is casting Gust on his cape every so often. Just watching, kind of giggling.
Just torturing him.
That's fair.
All right, yeah, you guys continue your pack heading west on this stone road. And before we see what happens next, let's take a break.
Okay.
Be back in 7 minutes.
But I already got my.
All right, welcome back from our break.
Ocarina of Time selling out kids.
So yeah, you guys traveling westward across this beaten road, well traveled from merchants, you assume, to Durham and back. Jak, go ahead and roll a d20, please.
Four.
So as you're traveling, the temperature change here has, although still chilly, being early hours of the morning, there is no storm, there is no snow. You guys have broken free of that. Elion immediately, I'm assuming, kind of pulling his furs off. But the temperature, yeah, starting to rise a bit in comparison to the height of the mountain. The sun's starting to slowly crest. You guys have not encountered anything along the travels to the west. However, you are starting to come across more branches to the south. Jak, do you wish to continue west, or are you going to take any of these branches to the south, or does anybody else want to chip in on exactly where you should be traveling?
I mean, we all know that Darius clearly doesn't know where he's going.
Well, I expect that Trey's been to Grimlore before, so he may have some insight to give on how to get there and what trails would make sense to take this time of year.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a survival with advantage for me.
That'll be a 19.
19. Awesome. So you can tell, based on where you came out of Arakan and where you exited mounting in that T section, you can tell heading directly southwest would be sort of the most direct path. However, that would be over countryside, through forests. That would be through everything. Wanting to stick to known roads, you guys would be taking a southern road and then eventually taking a west, which would obviously take longer, but would be the safest path.
I think. Are we currently on a south road, or is Jak wondering
Currently
if
west.
we need to? Currently
Yeah,
west.
you basically see a road coming up to the south. There'll be an opportunity if you guys wanted to change direction. This would be your first chance to, if you were sticking to a road, to change direction.
Yeah. Oi, Jak! Now, I don't know how well you know these roads, but to get to Grimlore from here, I expect that taking the south road might be the best way to go. We do have to go southwest, so I'm not saying we can't keep going west. I'm just saying there's a very good southern road heading this way, and we should likely take it. Otherwise, we'll get mixed up in the countryside. Not saying that's bad, just saying that it's faster if we stick to the main roads.
Understood. If I start to veer, just point it out to me.
And Trey's going to kind of ride over next to Elion as well. Now, I don't want to claim to be some sort of equestrian, some man who knows what he's doing on a horseback, but I've rode for quite some time. And when I see people getting bounced about on their horse, that's the quickest way to get saddle sores. I'm not trying to say you're doing a bad job here, kid. I'm just saying, I need you to learn the rhythm of that horse, because it looks like you're scared of it. And if you're scared of it, it's going to be skittish. And if the two of you can't get along, it's going to be a bad, bumpy ride.
Well, it looks like I'm scared of it.
I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to be direct.
No, it's because I am scared of it. I don't like horses.
I know that horses are big and strong, and sometimes it seems like they can beat you down just as easy as you could ride on them. But you gotta learn to trust it, kid. You're giving it all your weight, it's been carrying you all this time, and nothing bad's happened yet. Now maybe you've had a bad horse in the past, maybe you've seen something terrible, but right here, right now, this horse is carrying all the trouble you are. and I need you and this horse to start working together. Because if you get saddle sore, we're going to be laid up for a couple extra days, and I don't think we can afford that.
Right. I wouldn't want to keep us behind. So what do I do? What do I do?
Trey's going to be riding right next to Elion and pull this horse just right along him, and not quite touching, but very, very near one another. Now, we're going to start slow and work our way up so we can keep up with the other guys. When the horse is rocking, you can feel it, right? Or at least I hope you can. You can feel the way it moves back and forth, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel it in your legs. As it starts picking up speed, that motion starts to change. And when that horse starts getting to moving, if it has to move your weight to be able to keep its gait, that's when you start bouncing. I need you to feel that horse, trust it, trust yourself, move in unison. Shift your weight so the horse ain't got to shift you. Help the horse shift its weight. That way, you got a smooth ride. We're going to pick it up a bit, and we start speeding up.
Yeah. You see Elion, like he's trying. He's not quite getting it yet, but you can see that he's doing his best. He gets it for like maybe a moment, and then it kind of falls out of the pattern, and then falls back in, and you can see he's kind of starting to grasp it a little bit. I see. Does this look better?
You're getting it, Elion. You're a fast learner, I can tell. And that horse don't want you to be scared, just like you don't want to be scared of it. Once the two of you start learning each other quite a bit, then you'll be able to work as one. That's what you need to do right now.
How do I make it slow down a bit?
Well, on that horse in particular, you just lean back. You ain't got to be yanking on those reins. Now, that gives it a mixed signal. Mixed signals are bad for horses, just like people. You lean back, gentle pressure, feet in the stirrups, stiffen up a bit, and the horse is going to feel that resistance. Instead of bouncing you, the horse is going to try to slow down. If it's a good horse, anyway.
I try exactly what he says and slowly pull back on the reins. Normally, I would be more abrupt with my commands, just out of sheer inexperience. But now I'm starting to understand there's a little bit more of a finesse to it.
Go ahead and roll a performance with advantage for me. Praise help.
17, so 17 plus performance 3, dirty 20.
Awesome. So yeah, Trey, you watch as you're feeding these instructions to Elion, and Elion, you start sort of systematically following these step-by-step instructions, and you're starting to feel that rhythm underneath that he's talking about, in the side to side, and the pulling of the reins, and when to kind of time it, and you start to feel yourself almost moving at the same time as the horse does, starting to feel a lot more comfortable with the movement.
You can tell like my shoulders sink a little bit, and I release a little bit of that nervousness as I start to understand the synergy that happens, and that maybe that fear isn't so rational. Maybe a little bit of a smile too, where I maybe finding a little bit of confidence in myself and my abilities. Trey, thank you for this. Truly.
You gotta believe in yourself. Otherwise the horse won't. Now come on, we fell behind, let's catch up with you guys. And Trey starts speeding up a little bit. Doesn't take off, but just starts slowly speeding up a little bit.
You can see I like a moment of hesitation, and then Elion gives a good kick to the side and just has faith that he will survive.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys.
I want to like speed past him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another performance for me.
Just regular?
Yeah, just regular this time.
Okay, God. That is a 12.
12, okay. So Trey, you can see Elion just at kind of your shoulder. You can see him like trying to kick it in, and he's kind of holding the rhythm, but can't quite get the speed he's looking for.
Oh, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, Trey's gonna not try to leave him behind or anything, but Trey's gonna try to stay kind of slow, but sort of slowly keep that speed coming up. If anything, to guide Elion's horse with the speed of Trey's horse to try to, pack tactics, maybe help that animal get up to speed, help Elion stay in that rhythm.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys start kind of moving almost in tandem. The horses kind of almost syncing up and kind of get that rhythm together. So heading south down this road, Jak, you still taking the lead?
Yeah, I just assume Jack's at the front, leading. No one wants to come talk to little old Jak.
Well, you guys have been traveling for about 8 hours straight on the horses right now. The sun has crested. It is early morning. The birds are chirping. See a couple of rabbits off the side running around. You guys want to push further? You guys want to stop? What are you thinking?
Jak will kind of lean over to Reen, closer to her head. I know I'm tired. What about you?
And she kind of dips her head and keeps kind of running a little bit, and you feel her almost lurch her back upwards. And all of a sudden you feel yourself kind of lose grip of her as she disappears. And as you kind of feel yourself start to fall, she reappears underneath you. It keeps going, and she just looks back and smiles.
Jak kind of holding on to her a little more unorthodox as he's fallen a little bit. Okay. And then Jak is just going to lean back up to her. Okay, you can keep going. And I'll let Trey know that he can guide us. And let me try something. And Jak's gonna try to scoot back on her a little bit. He's gonna fall forward and just see if he can nap on her.
If you do want to attempt a nap, you would definitely have to have her move it like a trot as opposed to
A sprint.
a proper. Well, not even sprinting. Like even just a regular, it would have to be very, very slow.
Slow. Jak's gonna lay on her, try to find a comfortable position as she's just kind of going, as he's feeling the bumps, as he's just getting hit and brutalized, and he's gonna just call out to everybody else. Okay, how are we feeling?
Not bad. Back here.
Darius bobbing his head to the music in his own head.
I'm sleep.
Well, we've been running these animals for quite some time. It's been, at least 8 hours now. Why don't we give them a break? Give them some water, get them some food, check the hooves, make sure nobody stepped on nothing terrible. And if I'm honest, I could use a bit of a break. Maybe about 4 hours at the most. We don't have to set up camp if you don't want to, but it might be nice.
If we're gonna take a break, I would like to try to rest up as much as I can.
What time is it right now?
It's about 6 a.m.
I would rest if that's what the group wanted to do.
I can put up my hut. Probably better than camp.
I'd like that.
All right, where do you want to stop?
Jak's gonna look around, kind of lean up off of Reen, and he's gonna see if he can see any sort of water source in the area.
Water source. Okay. So go ahead and roll a perception then.
That'll be a dirty 19.
Ooh. Dirty 19.
Nice.
Once you guys are heading south, you do hear a little bit to the west. You do hear not a rhythmic splashing, but some type of splashing sounds coming from the western area. There's a whole bunch of basically dense forest almost lines this road as you're heading south. obscuring a lot of what is beyond. But you do see some hills and forest kind of off to the west, or to the east, sorry.
And Jak is going to lean back up to Reen. Would you be willing to go check that out and get back with me?
And you feel her kind of start to slow down a little bit. She kind of leans over to the side, indicating for
Yeah,
you to hop
Jak.
over.
Yeah, Jak's just gonna roll off of her.
Yeah, so she kind of does a turn. You kind of do a little roll, and she just flaps her wings and takes off over the tree line.
Jak will tuck his arms in and he'll kind of roll off the path.
Acrobatics, please.
He's like rolling on the ground, like not trying to be fancy.
I know. I know.
Perfect.
We'll see how graceful Jak is with it.
Math is 21.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so you know exactly what she's doing. You time your turn. You kind of give yourself almost a little push as you do. Shoulder down. And like a perfect cannoli, you just right off onto the soft grass, kind of landing almost the superhero pose as you come out of the tumble. Everybody else on the horses, everybody continuing? Want to stop when they see Jak do this? What's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'll stop.
Yeah, I would stop if the rest are stopping for sure.
Yeah. I mean, especially if we see Jak rolling on the ground, like 100%, we'd at least slow down.
Later! Mastos, what you and Oak and Shadow doing? I can't hear you.
Muted.
We stop, but we're judging Jak heavily on the ground,
Okay.
especially Oak and Shadow.
All right, this towering horse just kind of staring down at you.
Is that the horse that Jak had to ride?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Jak knows he can.
That's fair.
He can command that horse. It did what he wanted.
Ooh. Anyways, we don't know what's on Jak's head.
Horse kicks Jak in the head.
Not where I expected the player death. Yeah, you see Rain only a couple 100 feet out. You see her kind of do a circle and kind of dive down in amongst the tree line.
Jak will just switch his vision to see hers, and he'll just kind of chill.
Yeah, absolutely. As you kind of switch over, and you can see she's kind of looking around. You see there's a small clearing here, and at the northeast corner of the clearing, you can see there's a small hill with this kind of a rock outcropping, and there's a small waterfall that kind of falls into the small stream that kind of disappears off into the ground. So it's a stream that's maybe about 25 feet kind of long that is just being fed out of this rock from the hill.
Okay, and just going off of the direction that Reen flew, Jak's on the ground. He's just gonna point the direction that Reen went, as he will then switch his eyesight back, and there's some water up ahead and a little bit of shelter. Be a good place to rest.
We don't really need shelter.
Well, it's there for the horses then.
Right, very well.
And then Jak will just kind of start walking up the road.
Okay. Yeah, so you head east off the path. You notice she goes in a little bit northeast from where you guys were, so just back just a little bit, but off to the east beyond the tree line.
Yep.
Everybody following suit?
I will follow them, and then just like once I'm in a big enough clearing, stop and let them go ahead, and I'll start carving my runes into the ground.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything specific as you guys head towards this water area?
I am good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's move.
Yeah. You guys move your way through, finding big enough kind of spaces to get the horses easily through and not fighting through any heavy brush or anything. But yeah, you guys track down Reen, a little bit to the northeast. You found you guys this kind of clearing, this tiny little stream. So plenty of room to set camp here. Darius, you get down and you start carving your runes. Who's doing what for setting up camp?
Just to remind me, we don't have to be in the area for this spell, correct?
First
Darius?
cast, you have to be there.
Yeah, you have
What's
to be
your-
there when I initiate it. Then once it's up, you can come and go as you please.
Okay.
I'm gonna be tying my horse to or I'm gonna be petting my horse. Essentially, I'm gonna be bonding with it a little bit, like uneasily, but just taking moments to kind of get to know it. Now that I'm starting to be less fearful.
Okay, roll an animal handling check for me.
While he's doing that, Jak is going to hand him a brush for the horse.
Okay. Well, it's a 5.
Yeah, perfect.
5. Okay. Yeah, you pet the horse.
Perfect. Does it kill me?
Bites you. Does it kill me?
It
Turns
doesn't
into a
kill
mimic.
you. Yeah. You don't see any reaction from the horse. It's continuing to graze at the grass. It seems completely unaffected by your petting and your bonding approaches.
Oh. I take the non-reaction as progress.
That's right.
I smile.
And you feel something on your back as you turn and Jack's handing you a brush.
Thank you. And I look at the horse. For the horse, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Is there a way to do this properly? I just feel like we've come so far, me and Beatrix.
I guess start at the neck and go back to the
I'm sorry.
tail.
Sorry, you guess? Like, as in you're not quite sure? I don't want to...
I'm not a horse guy, and he's just kind of petting the air. I'm a drink guy.
As I walk by them petting this, I'm taking Oaken Shadow to the. He is right.
Head
See?
to tip? Oh, okay. Is Trey in view?
Yeah, you're all
Just
just
kinda-
staring.
Kind of like look over to Trey and kind of hold the brush up, like...
Yeah, Trey definitely would have been pretty near you. Also pretty new to this horse. And Trey is at the side of the horse, and he's kind of running his hand along its leg and trying to get it to lift its hoof up so that he can see in the hoof, make sure that's if it's shoed, its shoe isn't splitting, and it even if it isn't shoed, to make sure that its hooves are looking good and that it hasn't got something down in the quick, if you will.
And I'll seeing Trey do this, I'll try to mimic what he's doing with my horse. But very much like studying him, less paying attention to what I'm doing, more trying to like see what he's doing haphazardly, and I kind of just set the brush aside for now.
Okay. Trey, go ahead and roll survival for me.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. Elion, go ahead and roll a performance for me.
Oh, perfect. The only rolls I do these days. Okay. 12 plus 15 on the die.
Amazing. Watching Trey, seeing what he's doing, you perfectly mimic his motions. Almost like scarily, like when he glances over and he's thinking, wait, did I summon an echo? Moving at this mimicking his movements and starting to feel a lot more comfortable around a very dangerous part of the horse, Elion.
Right. As I look at the hooves, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. I see what Trey's reaction to what he sees, and I'll essentially be like, yep, and continue on. And if he looks at me, I'll just kind of give him a thumbs up. I now picture us, we're only like 3 feet apart.
Yeah. Mastos with Oaken Shadow, are you taking him anywhere specific?
I was taking him to the water.
Water, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking the water, no problem. It is just very small. It's only a couple of feet across. It's basically just kind of an outlet from the water of the rock. But definitely more than enough room for a horse to have a good drink. Jak, what are you doing during this time?
I guess he would be waiting for Darius to finish up, and then probably just crash because he is tired.
Okay. Yeah, Darius, you complete your ritual. Everybody now familiar. Trey, you have seen this magic before, knowing that this is something that you would have to be there for to be encapsulated. So you all kind of hang around for Darius to complete this. So as you do, Darius, are you making it appear any specific way?
Just purpley.
Okay. This purpley globe almost kind of just set on top of the clearing here. And you see Jak start getting out his bedroll, start settling into the night. What does everybody want to do at this stage?
Yes.
Write in your book?
Uh-huh.
I have a question about attunement.
Yes.
Can you attune to like more than the 3, but only have 3 things equipped?
No.
Okay. No, then I'm gonna go to sleep then.
Okay. I think it's probably to avoid like hot swapping, right? You know, like 17 attune things. Just switch it out. Yeah, so you head off, you get your bedroll all set up. Jak and Darius look like they're heading down for a sleep. With Elion. Elion, writing in your book, are you doing it in the dome? Are you getting some alone time? Where are you at?
I would be in the dome.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of prop yourself up with your backpack and start writing in your book. Mastos, you generally stay with the horses. Are you staying with the horses, going in the dome?
I'll stay with the horses, and or no, I will tell Oak and Shadow I will be right back. I'll get inside the dome, so I have the ability to come in and out of the dome.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'll come back. But no, I'll sit by the water and attune the staff laying across my lap and just.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, during this time, so I told you, did you write down the name of what it was?
Yes, I did. Staff of the Woodlands.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So as you sit by the water, kind of back up against Oak and Shadow, as Oak and Shadow lays down on the ground, as you're kind of studying this thing and feeling it, and you have your legs crossed, you place the staff kind of across your legs and your hand on it. And as you're trying to kind of connect with the magic within this, your mind kind of starts racing. You get all the images of all the memories of when you were being taught, when you were with the other druids, you know, when you were going through with these schools, how everybody would be so annoyed at you all of the time. These random shape changes coming in and out, never know when you're going to pop up, and you kind of get this little bit of a giggle to yourself. And as you open your eyes, and you can see that at the end of your wrists are not hands. Your hands are inside the staff. As you lift your arms up, and your hands have become one with it. As you panic for a second, and you kind of try to kind of almost pull away, and you feel your hands just come out of this wooden form, shaping back into your normal hands, grasping the staff as you feel the magic from it surge through you. And you're now attuned to the staff.
Hot.
Darius and Jak, you no problems going to sleep whatsoever. Trey, what's your situation?
Yeah, Trey is gonna sit in that purple dome, and he's gonna go into a trance where he sets himself against the ground and he crosses his legs. He doesn't lie down, but he sits in a very comfortable pose, at least comfortable for him. And he's going to be meditating. He's semi-conscious, and he could be aware of things around him, but he's not fully there. He's going to be in a semi-conscious state for at least 4 hours.
All right, sounds good. Elion, you documenting the day in your book?
Yeah, and I want to focus heavily on the horse interaction. Will be yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So as you do that, Mastos, sorry, after you attuned, were you also putting your head down, or what were you doing after?
I was gonna stay alert with the horses, protect everyone.
You're staying awake?
Will I? Well, that's the question. Will I be able to re-prepare spells?
You have to
stay
do a
awake?
long rest. If you don't have a long rest, you can't.
What are they doing? Are they sleeping?
So
Jack,
Darius
are you
is
long
asleep.
resting?
Jack is asleep. They're both on bed rolls. Trey, you look over and you see him cross-legged, meditating.
I'm gonna assume we're going for a long rest. I'm gonna sleep against the Ogun Shadow.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of put the staff, kind of
Staff.
lay it on you, kind of hold it a little bit as you think of your home. Off to sleep you go. So yeah, Leon, you're focusing on this. You look over and you see everybody looks to be asleep. Well, you're not too sure if Trey is asleep or not, but what he looks to be doing is not moving and extremely silent.
Okay. I will wrap up a little bit of a drawing of the horse, and then I will head to sleep myself.
Okay. Yeah. Pull your bedroll out. Inside the dome. Protection of the dome. And head. Trey, roll a perception, please.
Okie dokie. That's a 21.
What amazing. As you are in your trance, as you're trying to kind of recuperate and rebuild those kind of aching muscles from a long ride, you can hear in the distance to the west, you hear what sounds like possibly a carriage on the road. And you can hear kind of the of horses' hooves. And you kind of like wince a little bit and turn your head. You're counting 3, maybe 4 horses and at least 1 carriage.
Well, that may not be something that we need to be concerned about. The raw volume of flesh is enough for Trey to be concerned. I think minimum Trey is going to have an echo go out from our camp to go and try to investigate to see what these people, whatever, are doing. We're off the road a bit, so I don't imagine that it's too terrible for them to just pass us on by. But Trey doesn't want to just have a full party of strangers get near us while we're all sleeping.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you send your echo out. What does this echo look like?
I like to think that this echo outside of Arakan and on a road, it could be just about any walk of life. And this time around, I like to think that it's a different version that would have been somebody who polices these roads. So he kind of has a bit of a uniform on that looks a bit structured, a bit more clean. And I like to think he has a nice hat where one side kind of is raised up sharply with a bit of a feather sticking out, almost like a ranger that would have been watching over these roads.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you send it out and starts walking to the western region, trying to keep cover, or kind of just walking out.
I definitely think that the Echo is going to try to keep cover.
Okay.
Trey's feeling not quite reckless, but maybe using the Echo a bit more than he's really super comfortable with, and he'd rather it stay under wraps as best as possible.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll a stealth for your echo.
That's a natural one there.
Yeah, so as you send your echo out, and you kind of focus in to what it's seeing, and you can see there is a sort of dense forest you guys did work your way through, but then it kind of opens out a little bit with some patches of rocks, some little dips in the ground before it hits the road. As your echo tries to kind of stick to the rocks, he gets a good look now what is on the road, and you see this. You've seen this before. You know it's a Centaurian brigade. Extremely extravagant caravan. You see four horses. Sorry. You see two of these men on them are bound in this heavy leather looking gear with the Centaurian branding on the shoulder. You see bows across their back. You see two heavily armored individuals, one at the rear and one leading at the front. Again, you can see the large Centaurian brand on the shoulder. You see the one on the far right, closest to the Echo, immediately turn over. What? What's up there? Looks over towards the Echo.
I think Trey, seeing that it's the Centaurium, is going to be real uncomfortable. And I don't think Trey's going to want to stay here. I think Trey's going to want to have that Echo try to break line of sight so it can disappear. And he's going to want to start getting these guys roused up so we can get out of here.
Okay, go ahead and roll another stealth for me.
Dice hate me. It's an 8.
An 8, okay. So yeah, your Echo kind of dashes behind the rock, tries to sort of peek around. You can see that the carriage has stopped moving, and the one that looked over towards the Echo, you see him slowly go up to the gentleman at the front. They start to have a conversation. You see him point over towards the Echo's direction, and you see the heavily armored one flick his head up like that, and you see the horse slowly start to turn. The one with the leathered armor slowly start to turn and slowly start to trot out in the direction of the Echo.
Yeah, so I just need the Echo to be able to break line of sight. Well, I mean, it could just dissipate right in front of them, but I feel like that's not smart to do.
Mhm.
So 100% an expeditious retreat, whatever it takes for this Echo to break line of sight so it can dissipate.
Yeah, so he could, if the rock that he's hiding behind, if he kind of didn't look and just ducked behind, he would be breaking line of sight.
Okay, yeah. Then I think if the Echo's unseen, it's probably just going to lay flat and dissipate, and consciousness will flood back to Trey. And I think he's going to start getting up and look over at who's around him. Probably Jak, Darius, Elion, see if anybody's awake.
Yeah, so as you kind of release that connection, I'll let your Echo go back to where it was. You look around, yeah, you see Darius still asleep, Jak still asleep, Elion looks to be asleep as well. You see Mastos asleep by the horse as well, by the
He
water.
technically can't see us.
What?
It's just a purple dome. He can't see inside. He would have to come in to see us.
No, Trey's inside. He didn't leave.
Oh, I thought he did it outside. Sorry.
No,
Right.
he was still in there meditating. Well, in his meditative pose.
Question then, because magic can't penetrate the dome, so would he have been able to send his Echo out?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, you look around, you see your other two friends still in there sleeping. You see Mastos unmoving. Go ahead and roll a perception for me again.
Perceptive guy here. Got a 19.
Amazing. So you can see
Hey,
everything,
good
but
rolls.
everything can see you. Yeah, so you kind of like looking at your friends, seeing if anybody's awake. Nobody looks awake. And you kind of close your eyes and intensely listen. You don't hear any movement coming towards the camp.
I think Trey would probably know a little bit about this magic, but I don't know if Trey knows that we're invisible in here. Like, I don't think Trey knows exactly to what extent out onlookers would be able to see. So I think Trey would probably wake up Darius right now.
Darius, you feel a little shake.
What?
I hate to be a bother, but we've got Centaurium troops headed this way. They ain't seen us, and and they don't know what we're doing here. I don't even think they know we're here. But I get a bit worried when I see those guards, especially in force. There's about 4 of them. They got our carriage. Now I know you use some sort of magic here. Do you think we're safe?
Well, I mean, there's a giant purple dome in the middle of a clearing, but we're not doing anything wrong.
All right. I don't know what your relationship with Centaurium is like. I don't think we're outright hostile.
I mean,
just don't
technically,
think
I don't have a relationship. I personally don't like them. I think that they are a bit capitalistic, but they don't know me other than, well, I mean, they might know me. I'm supposed to fight in some tournament there, and shit went crazy.
Well, I don't like it. And I don't want them sneaking up on us while we're all asleep. Does this give us any sort of... Does it make us invisible to their eyes? Does it
Well,
do something
us,
like that?
yeah, they can't see in. We can see out. They can't enter. No magic can pass through, in or out. They could dispel it, and then we'd just be laying in the field.
Well, it's your magic, your camp. I'll leave it up to you.
I
Do you want us to stay?
Are they even aware of us? Like, did you go, like, talk to them or something?
Not quite. But they're aware somebody's here. I can tell you that much.
All right, well, I mean, if they come... Yeah. I can't go out and talk to them. If I leave the dome, it will dissipate.
And they may not come here, but I just want to be cautious is all. I
Yeah,
don't
I
want
mean-
them sneaking up on us while we're all asleep.
I don't think you have to worry too much about sneaking up. I mean, I can stay awake while they pass by. If that'll help.
All right. If you're confident we can stay here, I'll stay as well.
I mean, we're not on any type of private property, are we?
No, not as I know it. Out here in this path, it's a perfectly legal place to make camp. And Centaurium wouldn't care anyway.
I have come across one of their caravans before. They just passed us by. They didn't really pay us any mind. Granted, we were hiding, but I don't think we have to worry.
All right. Well, I feel a bit better having talked to you about it, Darius. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Again, we're not... I mean, they can't see through the dome, but the way I designed it, it's very evident that it's there. If they come here, they will see what looks like a giant magical purple orb sitting in the middle of the field. I didn't think anybody would be coming through. Normally, I try to blend it into its surroundings, but I don't know. I was feeling confident, I guess.
Well, what's done is done. I sleep with one eye open as it is, so I'll be here.
Okay, I will grip my pillow tight.
And Trey's gonna go back to where he was meditating before and get right back to it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you kind of try to start back into your meditation, going through your rhythmic routines that you do to get into that state. But all the while, kind of keeping your head just a little bit turned towards the western area, staying alert in case anything does come. And as a little bit of time goes by, you still do not hear anything coming from that direction. About 4 hours goes by. Anybody, while they were going to sleep, did anybody do anything specific or anything, or it was just wanted to lay their head down and get some sleep?
After writing, I'm just going to be going to sleep.
Right. Okay. Yeah, about 4 hours in, Trey, you complete your meditation. You may go ahead and I'll mark off a long rest. You see everybody else is still sleeping. What do you wish to do?
If everyone else needs to be asleep, I think I don't expect that Trey would want to disturb him. Trey should know that he's capable to enter and exit the dome. I think Trey is probably going to go check on the horses, make sure that they've got water, make sure that they don't need anything. Maybe take a perimeter of our camp. Just be, generally aware, keeping watch, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
That's nat 20. That feels good.
Nice. All these perceptions are all high. Yeah, so you kind of quietly mosey your way around the camp so it does not disturb your friends. Get a little bit of hype up on the rock where this kind of water's coming out of, but yet stay low, kind of keeping an eye around. Getting this little bit of height. You can see way to the northeast, heading eastwards. You can see, and you recognize from this distance, is the carriage heading eastwards. So you can only assume it's going towards the Arakan or Durham, or Moria, perhaps. But yeah, you look around, nothing stands out to you. You see normal wildlife. You don't see anything else that stands out. After a period of time, horses all taken care of. After a period of time, everybody can go ahead and mark off a long rest. So you guys are it's about 4 p.m. approximately, as you guys kind of get yourself all together. The dome dissipates. Everybody is awake and ready for the rest of the half of the day that's left.
Prestidigitation.
I would tend to open shadow. Give him some good berry. Num, 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 num.
Jak will get up and kind of eat, make sure Reen's got food, and then go about getting ready.
Okay, excellent. And sorry, Jak, the backpack you tied to your own horse, I'm assuming?
Probably to the horse that, because Jak doesn't have a horse right now.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, because you said you'd tie the backpack that you got.
He probably would tie it on to Trey's horse.
Okay.
Because that would probably be the horse that he rode. Or no, he rode Oak and Shadow left, but...
Yeah,
last.
but that was the one you were supposed to ride. Okay. Yeah, so... sorry to interrupt there. So what's everybody doing as they get together?
Getting on my horse, getting ready to go.
And to
Alright.
clarify, just in case, Jak did check the backpack for everything that was inside of it.
Did he? I don't remember you even looking in it. He said that there wasn't enough time to get the potions, and you said, okay, tie the bag onto the horse.
Jak's gonna double check the bag though.
No.
I added
No.
rope to my inventory.
You assumed, sir. Why would Jak check his bag right now? Make it make sense.
Oh my goodness, you kill me.
So yeah, you guys are all kind of like just want to get together, get packed up, get on the road. Nobody's doing anything specific.
I will, like, anytime I wake up, I always just kind of scan through my book just to see where I left off, and obviously recently seeing if there's anything that's written in it that I'm not used
Yeah.
to, or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as you flick through, you come across the page where you had written 4 more what. And you see neatly written underneath that, we could use one of them. The exact same handwriting that says only 4 more.
Okay. I will write who ? And then I'll close it quickly and put it in my bag.
Okay.
This is kind of above and below, like on table. Darius wants to look at Elion, and just see like what type of equipment he has above table. Do you have any attunement slots remaining?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. All right.
But something might be better than what he has.
Yeah.
I basically only have one slot that I would,
Swap out.
yeah,
Put
my
that-
helmet.
So, I mean, this kind of gives you the same deal. And I'm not giving this to you. I would lend it to you. But, Elion,
And I kind of break from what I was thinking of and like throw the flap over my bag kind of quickly. Yes.
have you ever played an instrument?
No, not really. I have tried a few times, but not with much success. Why do you ask?
And I will pull out the siren's lyre. Well, I took this off of technically out of a puddle. Long story. But it has some magic built into it. And currently, everything that I'm wearing is, well, more useful than this is. Although I suspect when the person that's supposed to come and meet me comes and meets me, he may take, and he looks at his finger that has the ring on it, this from me. And then I'm going to want this back. But if you want to use it for now...
I'm not much of a musician, unfortunately. I'm not sure. Why would I need a lute?
Well, it's a lyre, actually, but
Oh, sorry.
it's okay.
So-
Minor differences. Like I said, it has some magical capabilities. There's 4 charges built into the of arcane power, and you can cast. There are 4 different spells: Enthrall, Animal Friendship. What was the other one? I know one is Suggestion.
Charm person.
Charm person, or Suggestion.
Oh, I don't think I would use that quite well.
All right, very well. And he jams it back into the bag of holding.
Thank you, though. If you wanted to maybe form a band or something, I could try vocals. Sometimes I would sing a little bit.
Really?
Not very well, but more like background humming. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind if I need a backup hum.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I could do that. I don't know any songs personally. I just kind of just hum what comes to mind. Sometimes it's words, but I drag them out so it sounds like a melody. I guess that's what music really is, or song, isn't it?
More or less. Can be a little more complex than that, but I mean, the very basis of it is just stretched out sounds.
Right. So yeah, if you wanted to do that, I could try.
I'll let you know.
Okay, that wouldn't be today though. I don't think I'd be.
Right,
I think
because
we have a lot to do.
yeah, we're not really going to be putting on a concert for the horses.
Well, we could.
Uh-huh.
Right. Was there anything else?
No, it's a pretty useful item. I thought maybe you'd want to use it, but okay.
Maybe Mastos? He may be musical.
He is. He can play music. It's just I know he just got that fancy new staff, and that he probably doesn't want to give that up.
Well, why would he have to give up the staff? Can you not use a staff?
No,
Be a
it's I guess just because of its magical potential. You can only use so many magical items.
What is that? Where did you hear of that? I have not heard of.
Well, I mean, I have currently 5 or 6 magical items in my bag, and I can't seem to use more than 3 of them at a time.
Oh, and you've tried?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Interesting. I've not heard of limitations like that.
Okay, well, why don't you take the lyre then and try to, accustom yourself to it, and tell me how it works out.
Sure. Okay.
Pull it back out, and I will hand it to him.
I'll hold it, and then I will. Hold on. I will hold it, and then I will cast dancing lights while holding it.
Okay.
See, I'm able to use magic while holding this.
That's not what I was saying.
I'm sorry. Here, and I just hand it back.
Take it back.
Just
Yet again, jam it back in the bag holding. No, okay. So
it's okay, Darius. We don't have to make music together. It's
nothing about this has changed everything now because you seem to not. I mean, I don't fully understand it either myself, but we can only use so many magical items. I don't know if maybe our bodies can't handle the magical alignment of the item. I don't really understand what it is. Maybe it's just because it's too much magic for one person to have.
Right. And you sure it's not just a lute?
A lyre?
Lyre?
I'm sure. You know how you can look at something and determine its magical properties? I can also do that.
Right. Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything.
I will. If I need someone to hum in the background for me, I will certainly let you know.
Great. I mean, if there's someone else that can do it before me, then go ask them first. But I can help if there is no one else to hum.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Oh, no trouble. How's your horses? How's your horse?
Luxar is fine.
Right. Have you met mine?
I mean, I haven't sat down and had a conversation with it. No.
Her name's Beatrix. She's quite nice.
Oh, you're friends with it now.
Yes. Trey helped me understand the beast, and it has not killed me yet. So, we're on good terms.
Well, let's hope it stays that way. They've got quite a kick.
Oh, yes. Yes, and I kind of look kind of weirdly at the horse.
Relax,
Right.
It's not going to hurt you as long as you don't hurt it.
Oh, I would never. Right, Beatrix? And I just kind of pat the horse gently, and then I brace myself for a second. I just, you silly girl.
Wagging its tail.
Right, are we off?
I don't know, and I look over at Jak.
If Jack's finished eating and everything, then he'll be getting ready.
What were you eating?
Rations.
Yummy. Yes, you've
Yep.
finished eating your rations. Yeah.
Flavorless rice cakes.
As
Lambus bread.
as he is getting ready, can Jack go look in his backpack now?
Sure. Yeah, you approach Trey's horse. Trey packing up, but I'm assuming getting ready to be leaving.
Yeah, I would imagine that there are bags, and Trey probably seen the bags before. I'd imagine he probably did take stock, so Trey probably looked in the bags. Not to be like invasive of everyone's privacy, but just like, it's on the horse. Like, we gotta know what we got. And so when Trey sees Jak coming over, he probably gathers that he's coming to check the bags.
Okay. Yeah, so Trey, when you did look in the bag, just quickly taking stock as you kind of opened and looked in, you seen a rope within that backpack, and you also seen, looks like a piece of parchment or linen or something that's folded up into a small square. So yeah, Jak, you approach.
Yep. Jak will kind of walk over, and he will open the bag and pull out the rope, and he will put it in his bag.
Yeah. As you pull out the rope, you see a small square. It looks like a piece of linen or paper or parchment in there as well.
Okay. And was it only one rope, or was it 2 ropes?
There was only one rope in there.
All right. Well, then I need to change that because I added 2 ropes. Okay. Sorry.
I
thought I
added
said
the inventory that I didn't even look into yet.
All right. Jak will read his parchment.
Yeah, you take out this parchment, and it is very strange. It's got a bit of ribbon tied around it. It's kind of chunky. And as you start to kind of like pull this open, you realize that it's a piece of parchment wrapped around a piece of square linen. And it opens up, and there's writing inside.
Jak will read it.
You read it out loud with your words. Or do you read it in your head?
Jak will read it to himself.
Okay. It says, "It was too rushed to get the potions for you. I'm so sorry, but this is the coolest item that I've ever seen, so I hope it makes up for it. I'm gonna leave it there for the night."
Bumming.
Ha!
Okay, thank you so much.
Item you've ever seen.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate y'all. Be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.